When I was a child, I walked around with my hands stretched to my side. And in the front seat, I spread my fingers out when I learned to drive. Well, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. Yeah, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. When I was alone, I watched them slip as they sliced into my skin. At that hospital, where the blood poured over my arms and the light shined in. Well, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. Yeah, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. I was overjoyed at the hope that you'd walk in at a red light. All the days that I did not know if I'd make it through the night. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you. Let me go back and tell me I'll survive, and say someday you will find me. Let me go back and tell me I'll survive, and so someday you will find me. Let me go back and tell me when I was a child. Let me go back and tell me when I was a child. Let me go back and tell me when I was a child. Let me go back and tell me I was overjoyed at the hope that you'd walk in at a red light. All the days that I did not know if I'd make it through the night. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you. How lucky am I to be alive.
In a world ravaged by monsters, chaos, and strife, a land in turmoil cried out for a hero. They were adventurers, forged together in the threads of fate. They are not what the world wants, but what the world gets. Together, their courage will change something?
Hi, welcome to Adventures of the Known World, a Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in the world of Xena Warrior Princess and Hercules the Legendary Journeys. Think of this campaign as an improvised fan fiction in the Xenoverse, where fate is determined by dice rolls, and heroes are what Xenites hate most about fan fictions. They are chock full of merry saves. Our story takes place during the 25 years that Xena and Gabrielle were presumed dead, and when they were just taking a long, cold, icy tomb nap. The world still cried out for a hero, and we'll see if these adventures can help out in the known world in the warrior princess's absence. While you should not expect to see Xena or Gabrielle during this campaign, it will be riddled with familiar characters and lore from ancient Greece. D&D content featured in this campaign is a mix of homebrew content as well as content from Wizards of the Coast. Sound effects and music by Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound, and music featured by Hey King. Check them out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Bandcamp, Facebook. They are everywhere, and their music is amazing, and not just because we have one of the band members in our campaign. As always, I'm Amanda, the Dungeon Master for this campaign, and with me is Bailey, Heike, Leo, Robin, and Taylor. Welcome! If you have not followed us yet on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all the stuff that's around us, go ahead and do so. Also, we are looking to get to that 100 followers number, and once we get there, we'll be doing a dice giveaway. And this dice is going to be a special tabletop set of 7 that features font from Xena, as well as a special image on the D20, the 20-sided face. And they're going to be custom made in colors that will remind us of characters and themes from the show. So get on that, because once we reach 100 followers, everyone will be entered into the draw. Perfect. And with that, we are going to get underway with Adventures of the Known World. So, last we left off, our adventurers had some fun.
Are we? Sorry.
What?
Are we going to address the fact that we're all in costume?
It's Halloween, Bailey.
Oh man!
Jeez, we're sitting here on October 31st in costume.
Yes.
Why are we in costume?
I just wanted to.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Surprise! We're in costume.
My God! All right.
That was really funny. I'm so happy you said that, Bailey. I was
Explain who we are. I mean, I know who we all are, but
ooh, I want to know who you are, Amanda.
I am Tinky Winky. Did I get it right? Right color? No? I am, I don't know,
Matrix.
some Matrix chick.
Nice.
Matrix background number 2. That's right. Matrix for number 2.
Love it.
Oh, man.
Who are you, Taylor?
I am Kaylee from Firefly.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
So good. I love it.
I love her so much, but I might take off my wig later because campaigns are like, 3 to 5 hours long, and the wigs are like maybe a 1 hour long thing.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be wearing my sunglasses for. I'm going to glare.
I am going to wear my crown the whole time.
You better.
Yeah.
What are you, Bailey?
I am the Queen of Hearts, obviously.
You're the queen of my heart.
Oh. We didn't
That's gross.
practice that.
What?
We didn't even practice that.
I know. I came up with that on my own, but it felt dirty. I'm sorry. Did you
Yeah.
feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
You did? You liked it?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Cool. Heike.
Robin. Oh, Heike, go ahead.
Renegade Shepherd.
Yeah.
Renegade Shepherd from Mass Effect.
You look evil.
Man.
I'm gonna have a hard time thinking that this is super sweet and loving Kara's, because you guys are evil.
Yeah. How does someone that plays someone so sweet as Kara's choose to go renegade when they're playing Mass Effect? Come on.
Wait, I can't.
I know, right?
I can't be mean to people even if they're fake.
Bailey played Renegade Shepherd and romanced Liara and was so mean to her, and she still
This is
saw her. I
mean.
was like,
She's not.
Wilfred, you're verbally abusing. And she's
She's not oh my. Wow. She's not verbally abusive. Renegade Shepherd is not. That's. I'm offended.
I was sensitive to it. Robin.
I think you mean Driana?
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
that
Oh
looks awesome.
shit.
Going legit to her character.
So
Mhm.
cool. Nice hair.
Thank you. I grew it out just for this.
That's impressive.
It's amazing.
Looks really
Yeah.
good.
This is not amazing. Okay.
I can't tell who Leo is. I have no idea.
No idea. Nope.
No.
No, I don't.
I will be offended if someone didn't know watching this stream, but
I know
I
he's like,
come as Ares, the God of War.
yeah, I was gonna say. I know he's
For
like
what
the
show?
thing.
Movie?
I think it was a little bit popular in its time. Not sure. Xena,
Not sure.
Warrior Princess.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you mean
I
Boy
think-
Hercules or Girl Hercules?
Never heard of it.
yeah. I don't think
I've
I've
never heard
I don't think I've heard of Xena before.
No.
Yeah.
No idea what
Same.
that
God, what an obscure costume then.
Yeah, that was going a little too outside the box, Leo. Something a little bit more recognizable next year, okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Alrighty, we'll jump right back in. So last session, what happened even? Poor Saphis got captured by some town's guard after disturbing the sacred Pythian games by running naked, interrupting a very important race. Got caught and got taken to the stocks where they spent the whole day. They actually tried to escape by creating an uprising, but really it ended up just being a small child running around saying, "Fight the system." It was pretty hilarious. But they spent the entire day in the stocks. And meanwhile, the rest of the party, thinking that Saphis is just, watching some theater, doing the whole Saphis thing, they went ahead and got some business done by visiting the Lady Damaris and finding out that she doesn't feel safe talking in her own home, so she follows them to the Saucy Satyr and tells them that her husband is very, very, very groggy the brief moments that he is awake during the day. Otherwise, he is passed out. She's also worried about her daughter. She's been getting sicker and sicker, and the priests are now not letting her see the daughter, who is the Pythia, and she's just really worried about both their well-being and what it means for the city if her husband's condition is not reversible. So she has asked for your help, and to start by going to investigate the Temple of Apollo. She gives you a map to the underground tunnel that leads into the temple in hopes that you'd be able to find some information that the priests have done something to her husband and find out what they're doing to make her daughter, the Pythia, sick. Also today, there is a couple races, I believe. This is day 4. Oh, this is the diving competition and the 200-meter swim. So at some point, Kiba, you need to be making your morning appointment to the diving competition. Yep. That's it. That's what happened. And talk. Sorry, that's what Taylor says I do.
Okay.
Oh, here you guys are. Now talk.
The interview at Harlan's Hotel last time. Yeah, and Amanda just says, and talk. Role play.
I didn't mean it negatively.
I think it's so funny.
Okay, good, because
Exactly
it was
what I do.
Okay.
Bailey called me out on it the first time I started playing with her too. She's like, we just talk. You're not going to tell us where to go. No. Talk to each other. This is you guys entertaining me now, guys. Go.
But
All right.
last time I was in the woods.
Maybe.
Am I still in the woods?
Probably.
Oh, so it's still nighttime then?
No, I'd say, actually, you know what? I got to deal with the missing person here. So let me go ahead and start there. I'll talk. How about that? So we also left off Saphis, after coming out of the stocks, had a very tense conversation with the rest of the party, in which emotions got really, really, really high. Kiba and Saphis had a nice moment on their own. However, the group was pretty angry at each other. And the night left off with Driana and Regan going to bed, Aidos going to the forest, Karis having a drink and going to bed, and Kiba having a drink and going to bed. And I don't even know if you do drink. You were just kind of sitting there. Yeah. And then
I said
Saphis...
H2O. no alcohol.
Saphis took a bottle of wine to their room, and they prayed to their god for guidance on what to do next, where their path should take them, and they fell asleep. That next morning, they woke up. That's okay, Taylor. You're fine. So they woke up to find something in their bed that wasn't there before. And it was all of their belongings nicely packed in a backpack. And their shoes right next to the bed, ready to go. And Saphis took it as a sign that Delphi is not ready for the fun-loving, carefree antics of a little red-headed satyr, and decided to go off on their own to find their answers on their own. He left note with Quintus, took some breakfast, and headed out, not saying where he was going. And so you guys wake the next morning. Aidos in the forest, outside of Delphi. Everyone else in their rooms. And talk.
I'm not sure. I'll wake up and if Dre's awake.
Yep.
I'm not sure what your plans are, Dre, but I know Kara's set up some type of plan for the job that Damaris asked us to do. I'm a little concerned because our plan was to go out last night, and then with everything that happened, we all just kind of went to bed. So hopefully we can find a different time that she's
Well, I do believe the Lady Damaris did say that the Pythia would have to emerge on several occasions for the festivities of the games, and we were simply waiting for a time like that to make our move. So I assume we will have another shot at this.
Yeah, I assume so. We should go down and get breakfast and check in with everyone and see what the plans are.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll go down for...
Kiba wakes up and, does his basic, morning meditation, stretches a little bit, is pretty excited about the races and the competitions that we have today, to say the least. And one other thing that he notices is that, last night was pretty rough. He's going to go knock on Saphis's door before he goes down for food.
Not a problem. You knock on the door and you wait a moment. There's no answer. Roll me a perception check.
Roll. That is a 10.
10. You listen for a moment, but it's hard to tell if there is just no one in the room or if the person in the room is being very, very silent.
Okay. Thinking that maybe they're still like getting rest, I decide to go downstairs.
Sure. It is moderately busy. There's people coming down for breakfast, getting their early start. You see, is there anyone else down there at that time?
I'm coming back from the forest.
Okay. You see Adriana and Regan down there already getting their breakfast, and you see Aedos walk into the inn. You guys take your regular table, which seems to be kind of the one that's just always left. You've been there pretty much every meal anyways. Everyone's already staked out their turf. And Quintus comes and brings you some fresh fruit juice and says, I'm really sorry about your friend Saphis having to leave so early this morning and not being able to say goodbye, but they gave me the best wishes for you, and they hope to see you again one day soon.
I'm sorry. You said Saphis has gone?
Yes, they checked out. They were all packed and ready to go very early this morning, and I sent them on their way with some food.
Right.
They mentioned you didn't know their plan, so I hate to be the one to tell you.
Thanks for passing the message along, Quintus.
Of course.
After he leaves, I guess we'd probably give him our breakfast orders. I don't know, and or you already brought them to us. I don't know, but
Roll for breakfast, because this is my favorite part about Quintus's life, the saucy cider.
what am I
Mine too.
rolling?
It is really
You can
good
roll
too.
me a d6 if you want.
Sure, a 3.
A 3.
I got a 3 as well.
Cool. All right.
I will actually be ordering. So mine's a 5.
Yours is what?
5.
No, it's just one roll. Everyone gets the same 3.
Oh, okay.
2 different options.
Oh,
You
got
can
it.
roll next time. All right. So today's food is, you can get the regular meal, which is the 3 silver pieces, and it is potatoes fried in olive oil and seasoned with some special spices. Or you can get the premium meal for 8 silver pieces, and it's the same potatoes, but they are topped with a mix of diced tomatoes, onions, cilantro, black olives, goat cheese, and a balsamic vinegar glaze picked up from Rome.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
It's
I think I'll have the
delicious.
premium.
Very good. It's vegan, except for the goat cheese.
Yeah.
We can get you without the goat cheese if you would like, Kiba.
Or you can give it to me.
Why not?
I'm just gonna do the basic one, the 5 silver.
Sounds
silver.
good.
Yeah, dope.
Yes,
It's a
just
3
the
silver.
basic for me.
Come again?
Just the basic for me.
The basic as in nothing, or the basic as in you're ordering food from me for the first time ever?
Well, I have heard such marvelous things about the fair here. I decided I should partake.
Wonderful. Suspicious, but wonderful. Not a problem. All right. Karis, was there anything for you, sir? Wait,
Oh,
you're
I'm
not even
down
there.
No, I'm not.
Never mind. Where's Karis? That is weird. I'll just waiting for his order. Not a problem. Let me get that for you. And he hurries out. Meanwhile, what are you doing, Karis?
Well, I woke up early,
Okay.
worked out a bit, and then I shoot off a quick prayer to Aphrodite before I go down to breakfast.
Not a problem. What's the prayer? I want to hear it.
Every time?
That's private.
That's the fun part of having a god.
Okay.
And she shows up for some of your prayers, so you know what?
I mean, she does. Okay, let me just think of something real quick.
That's why I go to the forest to hunt. and pray to Artemis. None the wiser.
Oh, to the most beautiful and fair, I think of thee every morning, and I give my words to you today.
Very nice. She does not come. She's coming elsewhere.
Ha!
Sorry. Eugene Panda. All right. So you head back down the stairs, and Saphis sees you just descending the staircase right as he's coming out with the meals for everyone else at the table.
You mean
And-
Quintus?
You mean Quintus?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Premium or regular?
Give me the premium. I like lots of food.
Very good. And he'll bring out. Everyone has their meals and they're settled eating their breakfast.
I'll share the news with Cars that Saphis has gone off on their own.
Oh,
And me. I'm sitting with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Am I not?
Oh,
Kiba's sitting with them, and Taylor's very slow tonight.
yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
oh, they left this morning.
Yeah, it appears that way. Yeah, Quintus said they
Oh.
told him to tell us. So
Oh.
can't say I'm surprised, I guess, but
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, I wish them luck, I guess.
I'm sure that they did what they thought that they needed to do to pursue their personal legend.
I agree.
I feel bad.
Um,
I can't help to think this is my fault.
so I don't think it's anyone's fault.
In a way, I meant it. What I said, if they didn't want to be here, no one was forced to be in a group. I don't know. For me, if we set a rule as a group, it is very important that we follow through.
Yeah.
Because I believe in the order that the group needs, and if that's not achieved, I guess it's just.
No, I agree. I don't think it's your fault. I don't think it's anyone's fault necessarily. I think Cephas is just likes to live life to the fullest. That's all. And I hope they're all right. I could see them. I could see them just getting into a lot of trouble. So.
No, I understand your feelings, Aetos. I too was very quick to anger, but I would like to let that go, and I wish them the best on wherever their journeys take them from here.
Agreed.
I guess you're right. Wish them the best.
And I think it did bring something to light for us. We have discussed the dangers of using magic, and I think in some ways we've all also been a little incautious. I mean, for when we first met, there were a bunch of snakes in the kitchen, and we had known each other for all of about 3 minutes before we started firing magic around. So I think we are all guilty of it.
It's true. I think I mentioned to Dree last night. We had discussed potentially figuring out a way to maybe have the bounty on my aunt removed. Maybe I was saying to Dree, maybe Lady Damaris could help with that if we help her.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That's better than my idea.
What was your idea?
Disguising.
Now I want to know.
Disguising a corpse.
Um,
Someone who's already dead.
No. no, I
Like just weekend at Bernie's it.
let's call that Plan B.
In the meantime, before we can achieve that, I have provided Regan with some disguises if we get into a situation where it might be necessary. So I think we should be okay for now. And I myself am trying to stay as under the radar as possible. Look at me eating my meal. Except I'm just handing pieces of it down to Gallagher.
No. Nice.
Smart. So, what's the plan for the day?
Question.
Well, I guess we need to find out if the Oracle or Pythia, I suppose, leaves today at all, since we kind of missed our window last night.
Yeah, I guess getting some intel on how the PT schedule works will be the best.
That's Lady Damaris again, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Not sure if she's the right source. It sounds like they're trying to keep her off all the PT matters. That's the feeling I got. That's the my understanding. Might be wrong.
Do we have any way of like contacting her in a way that people wouldn't notice?
contacting the Pythia?
No.
Damaris?
Damaris, yeah.
Lady Damaris.
Does anyone have any tricks up their sleeves in regards to that?
Pay someone to go deliver the message. I don't know.
Well, Drake can do it short range, but we'd have to be within a certain distance.
Oh, so we could go for a
outside
walk.
of her house.
Yeah, we could go for a walk, yep.
All
I
right.
mean, perhaps Quintus might know. There are a great number of people in town for the games, and he is housing them currently. I would assume he would know, perhaps.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was like a schedule posted anywhere, like, like in room B, the Pythia will be doing a panel on what it's like to be a Pythia. And in area C, there's, the races, and then, you know what I mean? And then in like...
Area D, Life of a Guard,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Speaking
You know what I
of the races, I think the one thing I have on today's schedule is I have my diving competition. Along with, I might be mistaken about this, but I do believe that Aries and I have the long distance. Aitos has the long distance swim as well.
The long distance is tomorrow. Today would have been your 200-meter swim with Saphis that will no longer be there for it. You suspect.
Oh, so I have a 200-meter swim and a diving competition today.
And when are those?
First thing this morning, so probably within the next hour or so.
All right, we'll go
to go check it.
Watch you race.
Yay!
Cheer you on.
Yay!
And we'll go get our business dealt with.
Yay!
Yeah,
that sounds great.
We can always keep an ear out for like any panels that might be going on where the Pythia might be.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Pythia.
You know what I mean? We can keep our ear to the ground while we're cheering, for you, because like diving sounds super cool, so I'm super stoked to see that. Yeah.
It's a Pythian Scroll and Entertainment Expo.
All right, let's get to the water. It's in the ocean, right?
I mean,
Usually, yes.
usually that's where the water is.
In a pool. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Get an inch in Greece.
They are in the ocean, yes. They don't have a pool big enough for the 200-meter race,
All right.
fortunately. Or the 4-kilometer one later on.
All right,
It's more like a 2-kilometer.
to the beach.
To the beach.
To the beach. What'd you call me?
Beach.
Just before we leave, I'm going to do disguise self as a ritual. It's not going to be anything major, but I'm going to make my skin a little less shockingly white, and I'm going to color my eyes green as opposed to the yellow.
Can you do disguise self as a ritual?
Yes, I can. Oh, and I'm also going to shorten these up a little bit.
Yeah, gotta love those theater bards. They can do that. I mean, it only lasts an hour, the spell, but
I can keep casting it.
yeah, it just takes you 10 minutes to keep doing it. Just go to the bathroom for 10 minutes or something.
Oh, it's 1 minute for me.
Oh, shit.
No, not if for a ritual. You can cast it as a ritual for 1 minute.
Unless I read it wrong.
Yeah, I think when you're casting the spell time to cast is 1 minute, but ritual is 10 minutes plus the time casting.
Oh yeah, I probably read it wrong then.
Yeah, it's usually like 11 minutes.
Okay, I will do that then.
I didn't even know that disguise self could be cast as a ritual.
For her subclass.
Ah, copy.
This is an ancient Greece theater bard.
Copy.
Shall we go?
Let's go.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
So you guys make your way down to the beach. You already see there's a bit of a gathering crowd. The first competition is the diving competition. And you look down towards along the west side of the coast, where the cliffs start to get a little bit bigger. You see that a lot of people are starting to kind of climb up there, and you see spectators kind of gathering along the beach down below the cliffs. Yeah, it depends on where your party would like to watch you from, but Kiba is expected to go to the top.
Go to the top.
Watch from the beach,
Awesome.
so we can see the whole.
So Kiba comes up, and one of the organizers from the race actually sees you and points at you with their quill and says, "Kiba, you won a couple of those hurdle events." Well,
Yes,
you're
I
doing
was.
some impressive jumping there. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do here. You're going to be up third.
Awesome. Thank you.
Fantastic. So you see a couple other athletes that are starting to get undressed. They're fully naked at this point, and they're doing some stretches. No one's really talking to each other, getting their focus on. Is there anything you want to do to prepare yourself for your leap of faith?
I stretch with them. Specifically, like hamstring stretches. So like hikes and shit are ready.
Perfect. All right. So the competition begins, and there is a brief speech put on by one of the organizers at the very top of the cliff. He's trying to project his voice, but with the sea breeze, the people basically what Leo's screen is, holy crap, that is breezy. You guys can't hear it very well. You can hear that someone's shouting from up top, but it's very, very hard to hear. And where the beach ends, the cliffs continue to protrude out a ways. So you're kind of getting a very, very angled view of it, but you can still see Kiba. Very evident until they take off their bright yellow robes. And you can see the silver hair blowing in the wind. And the first diver steps up to the edge of the cliff. Puts his toes against the edge and gives them a little wiggle. Rolls their shoulders out. Looks down. And then pushes their body forward. And it's just a simple forward dive. They keep their body straight, and they poop into the water. Let's see how much of a splash they made. Ooh, their angle was a little off. You could actually see it quite well, that they weren't in a complete straight line when they went in. They kind of forwarded, and their back kind of hit the water out. But yeah, that was the first diver. The second diver, Kiba, you see that he's a little bit more of a showboat. He's starting to like laugh at the first diver and starts making a little bit of some cocky whispers that you don't really hear, but other people are hearing. They're like, total Chad. He walks up to the edge and he starts off by facing the ocean, but then he turns around and has his back towards the ocean, and people look a little bit confused. And then he gives someone a wink before falling backwards. And his dive is much more smoother. He manages to keep his body straight and goes in very nicely. Bloop. And then Kiba is up.
Kiba takes the same position that the man before him did. The one where like you start off by going towards the edge, but then you turn around and so your back is facing the water. And he's just going to do a very simple inward pike. So no flips, no twists, no rotations. Basically what he does is he jumps up, bends his hips, and then flips out after he clears the area of like where the rock is where we're diving off of, and then goes hopefully straight in the water. An inward pike with no rotation.
Perfect. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's not that good. 14?
14. No, it was very good. No one's ever seen this dive before, and you see the diver that had just gone in front of you as you surface. He's just getting out of the pool, and he's looking back at you, and there's a little bit of a scowl on his face. And you start swimming towards the edge. You know that this is the first of 3 dives for you. And you start heading back up, and this guy, he has met someone at the bottom, and he starts drying himself off with a piece of cloth a little bit, and he keeps his eye on you, and then lets you go up first, and then follows behind a good distance.
Okay.
But
hey, great job! Like,
yeah,
right, he was one of the divers? Okay,
yeah, he
cool.
was. Yeah.
This is fun! I love games!
Roll me an insight check.
Insight. He's not that smart. Let's see, 11. 13.
13. Yeah, it's pretty, even with that roll, it's kind of easy to tell that he thinks that you're definitely his competition, and that he was not prepared to see anyone even come close to doing something cool that he did. He was very proud of his backwards.
I shake my hair, make sure that I'm as dry as I can be before my next dive, and walk away from him. Bad energy.
During that time, the next diver comes, and it's just another forward dive. Pretty simple. Not as clean as the 2 of you did, but cleaner than the very first dive. Then the 5th diver comes up. And he also does a forward dive. And it's cleaner than all of yours so far. But difficulty-wise, it looked pretty easy.
Companions, I have a question. I understand the races from the day before can be measured by who could actually run the fastest. Where is the competition in simply jumping into water? I don't know. I could do that as well. I don't care to, but
I think it's how fancy they jump into water. Or how nicely.
We probably should have asked Kiba.
Probably.
I'm just gonna cheer for him no matter what. So
Yep. That's mine.
Even if he just like belly flops, that would be bad. But I'll still cheer.
That would be bad.
Yeah,
It would hurt.
Why?
That would be terrible.
Why will it be bad though? I guess I'm
Belly-
Adriano.
Because
do it first.
I think it's like the farthest thing away from a dive you can get.
What if you did like a cannonball? I wonder if
It's like a
you did-
nat 1.
Ooh.
like the biggest. What if like it's like the biggest splash wins, and if you do a cannonball? No, we should have
Wait.
asked Kiba.
We should have asked Kiba.
Kiba can turn
Well,
into
I
a
don't see a
cannonball?
lot of them making.
It's just the name of the jump. So, you just pull your knees up to your chest and go in butt first.
Interesting. Okay. Yes. Big splash.
So the big splash wins. I don't see any of them making a big splash. That's why I'm asking. It's like,
Yeah, I think I was wrong about that.
We'll find out.
I would assume maybe.
Uh,
I mean, it wouldn't
I will
be
think
hard to make a big splash. I don't think.
that's what we used to play back in the village.
We should do that after the competition. Maybe.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Like-
Splash competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Kiba.
Go Kiba.
Go Kiba!
Oh, Kiba!
So the sixth diver goes off, and he has an identical form and execution as the diver ahead of them with an 18. Very simple, but very clean as well. Kiba, you reach the top just as you see the seventh diver going. You just see the tail end of his feet leave the cliff. So you don't quite get to see what happened down below. But the rest of you saw that this dive too was pretty clean. Cleaner than Kiba's and the show-offs, but not as clean as the two before. And that's the end of the first round. They seem to have a scoring system, Kiba, you've noticed, that they have a group of organizers that seem to be discussing and mentioning each one of your competitors by name as well as yourself. Roll me a perception. When you're done blowing your nose, it's okay. Take your time. It's cold and flu season.
14.
14. You can't completely hear what they're saying and where you stand, but you think that you're probably towards the back half of the competition. Not last, but you're like in that lower middle.
Okay, so simpler is better. Okay.
Depends on the rolls.
You're right. No, I'm gonna go for a hard one.
So, with that, it's the same order. The first guy, he goes and does the same dive. And he does a little bit better this time. He's a little bit straighter, but still, his dive is not as clean as yours, your first one. Showboater. He steps up to the platform. This time, he starts forward. Shrugs his shoulders out, wiggles his toes, pops his butt out, straightens up, pops his butt out again, straightens up, pumps himself up, stretches his arms.
I think he's gonna do a cannonball.
And he pushes off forward, and his body begins to twist in the air as he goes down into a dive. And he seems to lose his positioning, vertical positioning in the air as he's twisting, and he kind of, again, also goes at an angle. You guys, give me a perception check.
Us in the stands?
Yes.
I'm gonna assume I just probably should not even bother.
Yeah, no. There's a crab. You can see what you see in the sand.
Then I am like using like a stick or something to just doodle in the sand.
Okay.
That was a 12 for me.
11.
Fine.
18.
There we go.
Forrest, you notice that the splash that this guy makes is about as big as the splash the very first guy made.
He made a splash.
So this is the tie for the biggest splash.
Oh! It's a big splash-ish.
Oh,
It's been two.
okay.
They're the
What's this
same.
splash?
Well, we'll see how he does, I guess. And if he does well, then we know that that's like the goal. And if he doesn't,
That was the goal,
then-
yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
should be easy to figure
I
out.
think so too.
Do you think Kiba would be appreciative of my assistance, such as I did yesterday, or would that be?
Oh yeah, I think you'd love some inspiration, Dree. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I'll clasp my necklace. Kiba, I wish you the best possible outcome in your directed falling.
So
Are you
you
saying you
can
really
add a D6
Oh man,
here.
she's my favorite. Fuck. Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, got it. Add a d6 for a bad roll. And there's only 2 more dives left, right? You said it was best of 3.
Correct, yeah.
Perfect, alright. Alright. No more 7s. I will not roll another 7. Alright, so, how high up? I forgot to ask, how high up?
I think it's...
Is it a 10 or a 3? Feet.
I didn't read that much. It's like a good amount of feet.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna pretend that it's a
It's pretty high.
more than 10.
10 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like...
these are platform dives, and I only did an inward pike? Ew. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, no, this is like closer to like the 60 feet mark.
Yeah, okay, got it.
But this
my
is
bad.
ancient Greece. They weren't that like... Physics
We go
is
with what
just
they
a
have.
baby thing
Yeah,
right
let's-
now.
Let's go. I'm gonna go for a really difficult one.
Yeah, give me difficult.
Okay.
Every time you say one, I'm gonna look it up so I can picture what you're doing.
It's a gainer, so get ready.
I have my notes. I have like 5 different types of dives in front of me. I was like, okay, Taylor's gonna do better, but at least I'm here
Okay.
for you.
So Kiba goes all the way to the edge, and then turns around and walks his pacing. He's gonna take 6 steps away from the edge, and then turn back around. Yes, and then turns back around. You're amazing. Okay, and then he's gonna do his approach, which is gonna, like, his arms are gonna go out as he's taking steps forward, and then, like, 2 steps before the edge, his arms are gonna go back. And then when he's at the edge, he's gonna throw his arms up into a, you know, like how you enter the water, go here, and he's gonna do a gainer, which is a pretty much like a back flip forward, and he's gonna do a 2.5 twist. Yep. And then throw it out, so he goes, yep, in head first.
Okay, then 2.5
Perfect.
twist.
Perfect.
Then-
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you throw it out, that's when you straighten yourself going down. So let's roll for that. Hopefully it's really good. So, woo! Woohoo! 18. 25.
25! Whoa!
It's not
It
plus 7
is-
though. It was only an 18, but
Beautiful! You can't see it. No.
it's
No.
Matrix.
Yeah,
It's
just
a 10!
It's in Matrix.
It's a matrix 10. We only know binary here. Look at all the 10s in here.
Sick. Awesome.
Alright.
Actually, 10 is 1010. No.
At
Yeah,
this point,
1010.
as you surface from the water and start heading back towards the beach, Showboater, he's not waiting for you this time. He's already made his way up. And you look back just as the fourth diver jumps and has a pretty clean forward dive. Not as clean as their first one, but clean. Fifth diver has another clean forward dive, as clean as their last one. Apparently roll a lot of 18s on this dice.
Change things.
Sixth diver, also an 18. They're very happy with that clean dive. And the last diver makes a splash. Not as big as the other two big splashes, but pretty close.
Another splash!
You're on mute.
That wasn't. Yeah, thanks. That was not
Very
as impressive,
silent,
was it?
No, it was the smaller splash, but it was. No one else is making a splash. I wonder.
Gods have problem with technology. Deal with it.
And for this last round, they are taking the top 3 divers to compete for the final. And unfortunately, the reason why Buddy stormed off is because he knew that he didn't make the top 4. Showboater left. You and the 2 divers that followed you made it to the top 3. And because you had the highest score from the last round, they let you go last.
Is this announced?
It is, but give me perception rolls.
8.
3.
23.
17. That's good for me.
Clueless.
The wind's still really loud in the area that you are, especially coming off hitting those jetting rocks, the jetting cliffs. So, Clarus and Hados, you don't hear anything. Driana, you hear it way better than Regan did, but you do hear one of the organizers come to the edge of the cliff and yell as loud as they can that the top 3 competitors are
Oh, I think Kiba is moving on. But that guy that made the really big splash is not. Doesn't look like it anyway. He took off. So
So it's not a splash competition.
So it's not a splash.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll have
because
to do
Kiba is not making. I was worried because Kiba was not making any splash at all.
Yeah.
So that means he must be doing really well then, right? Because
Yeah.
he hasn't made much of a
Yeah.
splash.
Exactly, yeah.
Go Kiba!
Go, Kiba!
Yes! Woohoo!
Whee! First diver sets himself, and you've seen him dive before, and he's just gone for the straightforward, but this time it seems like he's doing a little change to his decision. He... God, I don't even know what it looks like. He starts with his back facing the ocean. He gives himself a moment, takes a deep breath, and he flings himself backwards and he pulls his body up into a tuck, quite similar to the one that the guys were trying to explain to Driana, like a cannonball-y type tuck. And he, like, kind of is also, like, twisting himself in the air as he does this, and then he pops himself out just as he lands feet first into the water. No, he doesn't.
Hey guys,
He lands butt first into the water, and you guys hear a big smack as water hits surface, and the splash is very large.
Big splash! But that sounded like...
Wait, so I'm confused now. He did the cannonball, didn't he?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
His legs
I
kind of
have-
flailed out a little bit, but
I have no idea what's going on. I don't understand this game at all.
that was a big splash.
I
And
mean-
a big
I thought they were
smack.
going to just dive together and the first one that hit the water won.
Like a dive race?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gravity.
maybe we could do that after too.
We should definitely do that. Yep.
Yeah, we can try that, I guess.
Fuck our business. Let's just play in the ocean.
Second
Oh, I stuck my
diver
finger in a scarf. Gross. Okay.
comes to the edge. This diver, you know, it has long, dark hair and hasn't not had pulled it back, and it's just been dripping and dripping and dripping. And he goes to the edge of the cliff, and as he's getting ready, he looks down and decides he too wants to try going backwards, and as he turns around, he falls down and hits the water and makes the biggest splash that the group has seen.
Another splash!
Does he get the crowd wet?
No, the crowd's still kind of like a ways from it. It's pretty far. The way that the cliffs, it comes out quite a bit away from the beach, and so you guys have to go further down the beach just to get a good angle from it.
Okay, I think I know what's happening. First round was no splash. This round, big splash.
Yeah, so these guys definitely
Kiba
winning.
is aware of this.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so. I mean,
Probably.
hitting, right?
Yeah, he seems to know what he's doing when it comes to.
That looked super painful.
It really did.
I
Like,
hope this
it-
guy's okay.
Look at what? Let's not do that when we're playing later. Let's not do that. That would hurt a lot.
I thought we were dive racing.
That looked super painful.
And the third and final diver is Kiba. You're on mute.
Nope, I'm right.
Now you're not.
Okay. I'm gonna do my inward hike again, but this time I'm gonna add a 2.5. What are they called? 2.5 flip. Yeah, I'm gonna do an inward hike with 2.5 flip. So I walk up to the edge and I turn around so my back is facing the water and my face is facing where I came from. And then I put my hands out and my feet together on my like tippy toes. And then I jump up and I bend my hip in half and I wrap my arms around my knees, like the back of my knees. And then I do 2 full flips and 1 half flip. And as soon as I get out of that 1 half flip, I shoot my hands and my toes away from each other so that my head goes into the water first. My hands go into the water first. Let's roll.
Roll it.
Well, that's not bad, but I'm also going to add my 6. Roll. Ooh, 23.
23. It is a beautiful dive, and you feel so great as you hit the water, and you
But
let your body
I'm joking.
kind of slow yourself down, and you open your eyes, and there is something with teeth in front of you. I'm going to have you roll initiative.
Was not expecting that. 19.
19. What's your dex? Because shark.
Oh my god.
save.
My dex is... Hold on. 4.
Perfect. You're going to be in initiative first. I need the shark and then do the Kiba.
But he didn't affect my splash though, right? Like
No.
my entrance into the water? Okay, cool. I gotta
Did
figure out my
not.
priorities, guys. My
You jumped in
priorities!
front of him. Maybe startled him a little bit.
Alright. Is the shark aggressive? Because if it's my initiative first, then I think I just want to swim to the shore.
Sure, you can definitely try.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so close to this. Bonus actions. I have a Step of the Wind. What does that do? Hold on. Clear dice roll. Disengage or dash action as a bonus action for your turn, and my jump distance is doubled for that. So I'm going to use a key point and do Step of the Wind, as well as like try to getting back to the shore.
Sure. So your swim speed is half of your movement.
So 20 feet.
So 20 feet, yeah.
But doesn't that double with Step of the Wind?
Yep, so you would be able to get 40 feet away.
Alright, I do that. Sorry guys, I just don't want to hit anything that wouldn't hurt me if it wasn't provoked by my dive.
Oh, no. Wait. Dun,
Done.
dun, 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 dun. It's got 50 feet.
Oh
You are
shit.
dangled in front of them. And you got about halfway to shore before it catches up with you and it tries to take a bite.
Okay.
This one is aggressive right now. This is a Sola Kiba fight, but you can still keep trying to get away from it.
We're not seeing any of this, right?
Not at this point, no.
Okay.
Alright,
That
let's
was
go.
an impressive dive, wasn't it? I really liked it, even when there was no splash.
But
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
it puts my theory out the window.
A 25 to hit.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try an unarmed strike then.
Oh, hold on. Does it hit?
Okay, so I rolled
Oh no, hold on. It's still its turn. It's only the bite is the roll against you, your armor class.
oh yeah, 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the damage is 7 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
And then it's your turn.
7.
Except the group. Give me a perception check.
11.
19.
Not you, Robin. You can't see shit.
Well, but can I
You
maybe
can hear.
smell,
You can hear.
or like,
Everyone else.
you know, now smell some blood on the wind or something?
No,
I got a 4.
I got a 5.
not yet.
Kiba might be on his own.
They're pretty far away.
Yeah, seems
Robin.
like it.
Maybe eventually, but pretty far. Yeah, Robin, you hear some splashing out in the distance. That is a little bit louder. You guys saw Kiba go in the water, and it didn't make a very big splash, and there was a bit of a delay, and then all of a sudden, a huge splash.
I think this competition perhaps was a splash competition, but I think Kiba might be making their splashes a little late.
Sorry.
But how?
But Kiba could not be cheating. Could they? I mean,
No.
Alright, Taylor.
no, not our Kiba.
No. But why is the splashing coming afterwards?
Alright, let's go. Okay, so I rolled an 18 for my attack.
It hits.
Okay, cool. Let me roll now with plus 7. Click. It is a 21
Ooh, ouch.
for unarmed strike.
Yep.
Okay. And then let's do damage. So the first one is 8 points of damage. And then I'm going to use a key point and do it again. And then again. Because I get 3 more now? Because my level? I get 3 more now because my level. Damn, monks are OP. Okay, so...
Then, yeah.
Alright, so then the first one is a 13.
It hits. Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, let me just roll damage for that then. 7.
Yeah, it was 8 points before. 7 points of damage. Okay.
And let me roll the second or third one. That is a 13 again.
Yep.
Alright, and then let me roll damage. 8.
Okay.
And then let me roll 12.
That one misses. It just, as your fist comes, it slides off the slick skin of the shark.
Okay.
This
And
shark...
when I miss one, that stops the last one, right?
Pardon?
When I miss one, it stops the
No, you
next
can
one?
keep going if you want to do flurry of blows or anything like that.
Oh, that was it.
Oh.
So don't I get one more because my level, or am I misunderstanding?
You're
that
on
was-
two, Bailey. Yeah, you've done 4 hits on him now.
Oh, then that's it.
Yeah, so that was your 2 attacks and then your flurry of blows. Is that correct?
Thank you. Thank you.
So you give him 4 punches, and the shark swims past to try to kind of get around you for a second attack, like it's gearing up. But because it left your melee range, you get an attack of opportunity, so 1 punch as it's leaving.
Yes, I will. I have to roll for that, so let me do it. Unarmed strike. That is a 16.
That hits.
And then that is a 6 damage.
Great.
In attack of opportunities, am I able to use a key point or only on my first move? Like my actual action?
So the way it works, a reaction is not a full turn, so you
Got
wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't be able to use your bonus action stuff, basically.
Thanks, guys. I'm getting super used to this.
Oh, good. There's a learn.
Alright, cool.
Awesome. So,
Help!
You don't know you're getting hit.
I know!
We don't even know. We're just.
splashes!
He's so good. He's fine.
It's taking a bit longer to come back to shore, though, you think?
Yeah!
Yeah, they're taking a while. Do you think they're
Yeah.
playing in the water?
Yeah, at this point would it seem like he's been gone a while?
I mean, it's been...
Like a couple of extra seconds?
Yeah, it's been like 6 seconds.
Yeah, alright.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm just getting seconds. Okay. Oh well.
Yeah, it's only been 1 round.
Ah, dang, Amanda. You're sneaky. I love it.
I know, I was like, guys, I'm gonna throw Taylor a bone here who loves the action and give her a solo battle against
Oh, and here I am not explaining my awesome water moves. Alright, I'll remember that for next one. Bring it, shark.
Alright. The shark comes in and tries to do another attack on you. Swim, 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 swim. And it goes ahead with an 11 to bite. Does that hit? It doesn't. It swims and it tries to chomp on you, but it just it misses. You
I dive under. Yeah. I like see it coming up with the little like shark thing. Whatever that's called. And I just like dive under it.
Awesome. Well, I forgot to check your constitution because you're holding your breath.
Well, right now I am. It's 2.
It's 2? Okay, so you
Wait.
get 3
Wait.
minutes.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, then that means you can hold your breath for 3 minutes, so you're
Let's
good.
go.
Yeah, so then you're up.
All right.
Its attack.
And I'm naked, so I can only do like unarmed stuff. So let's see. All right. So I'm gonna go for an unarmed strike again.
Okay.
This is bad. It's a nat 1.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
You go to punch out, but your leg actually, it feels like it gets caught by something, and you kick off a bit of seaweed that seems to have grasped at you, but it hasn't like completely held you in place. It just grabbed on and lost your focus for a quick moment. Do you want to use your movement at all, or do you want to kind of stay where you are?
Is he in melee range?
He is currently, yes.
Okay, no, I'm not going to use my movement then. I'm just going to kind of brace. Brace for his next action.
So he comes around, again, leaving your attack of opportunity, so you get that again. Or you leaving your
Oh, cool. Let's go. Alright. Unarmed strike, because that's all I have. Sick! 18!
Alright, describe what you're doing on that one.
Alright, so from underneath him, I like kind of do a dolphin kick to propel my movements, and then I do like both elbows at the same time, like upward to like just try to get his belly.
Oh, amazing. Roll that
Like
damage.
the soft part of the skin. I know nothing about sharks. Alright, so that is a 9. 5 plus 4. 9.
Take it.
That's an
It is
attack of opportunity.
officially bloodied.
Perfect.
This fighting a shark. Jesus. Alright. And so it finishes its turn by swinging around and going to try to give you another chomp. Now that will probably hit with a 24.
Yes. Yep. Ow.
What a beautiful day out here.
And that is 11 points of piercing damage.
Got it. God dang it.
And it's your
Alright. Okay, unarmed strike again. 15.
15 hits.
8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a key point for Fury of Blows.
Okay.
And here's my second one. I mean, my first one of Fury of Blows. 23.
Okay, that hits.
Damage is 9.
9. Sorry.
Okay,
Second one is a 14.
hits, yep.
Damage is 7.
Okay,
Third one is 13. That hit last time, right?
we did, yep.
Okay, and then the damage is 5. 5 damage. And so what I'm doing for these attacks is, because I was already like kind of positioned underneath him when he hit me, I do I swing my arms outwards to like propel myself forward under the water momentum, and then I flip myself around, and then I hit him with the first strike with like my heels of my feet. And then from there, I'm like kind of like over him, like, and so I punch him for the second one. And then I do like a double fisted to get that momentum because the water resistance is against me. And so I double fist him for the third in the face. Like, ah.
Tell me again how you're fisting this fish.
I was just about to say, fisting a fish.
That's the episode title, okay? Do we all agree?
Yeah,
Fisting a fish.
Yes.
Fisting a fish.
like as if I had a hammer. But the hammer is, anyways,
Oh,
the
man.
hammer is Kiba's penis. Let's see. Bad. Taylor's bad.
Fisting a fish and Kiba's hammer.
Yes.
Oh my god. Alright.
But now I'm like kind of on him. Like my knees are like pretty much like on him. He's not in a grapple because I didn't do anything that grappled, but like I'm very close.
For sure. Everyone else, I'm going to have you roll a perception check. This is in another 6 seconds. Kiba's been under the water.
24.
That's 17.
14.
You guys watch. After that big splash, there's another big splash in kind of the same area. Like an encore splash.
Oh.
Can
Are
we
we feeling
can only-
worried yet?
Yeah, we can only see splashing?
Yeah.
Think.
I would like start to move closer, I think. if I could.
Yeah. If you move, the closer you get to the cliffs, the more sight you'll kind of lose out unless you
Oh.
kind of keep to the surface, unless you want to go up.
If you keep to the surface, like if you keep to the water level, you would lose sight.
Yeah, like here, I can draw it out for you guys to kind of have a better idea what you're looking at.
Isn't it just going to look like the Matrix again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would.
Most likely.
I
Doesn't
still
do well
can't
with the
get
whites.
over. I still can't get over the sunglasses. It's killing me.
Matrix.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of my background. Maybe that will help.
That's just a different background.
Yeah, I got it. How do I get it off?
I don't know. Nope.
I have to go all the way to the top where it says none.
Oh, it can scroll out. On the beach. Okay. So, that's you. The cliffs are up here. Or here.
I don't understand.
I don't know what was it.
So, this is the beach. And then it goes cliff, up. And then he jumped over there. So the closer you get to the rocks, you'll start losing sight because it's a little around the corner.
Oh,
Okay, so we'd have to go up?
Up or in the water.
Well, I ain't going in the fucking water. Like, how far out would he be if we went in the water? Like, that's weird.
Pretty far. It's like 120 to 140 feet.
go up. I'll
I
go
think we
up
should be
with
going up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll go.
I'll follow
Let's go.
Karis.
Yeah, we'll start to move up just so that we can try and see if something's going on.
And I'll start like, unlatching my armor just in case, because I don't want to jump in with that.
Mm.
Because, I don't want to drown. Go straight to the bottom and not come
Yeah.
back up.
I feel you.
Alright. So then it was... We just ended with the shark or Kiba? Kiba.
This,
So the shark's turn. And it's going to go around, so it's leaving your range again, so you get an attack of opportunity.
Hell yeah. Let's do that.
Crown's
17.
17 hits.
Alright. So as it starts to leave me, I kind of grip it more with my knees right before it moves away, and I don't know, man. I just get one more just faint punch towards the head of it, but it was moving away from me, so I probably hit it more in it's mid range, and it was only 4 + 4, 8 points of damage.
That's still a lot. You've been kicking the shark's ass. Alright, and as it spins around to grab at you, it misses. And it's back to your turn.
How close is it?
It's right on top of you. It tried to bite you again, but it missed you
Okay.
with a 3. Well,
I don't think
plus
it's gonna
9.
hit. 9. I don't hit it.
9. No, that doesn't hit either. Both of you just
We're just a standoff.
exhausted fighting. But it has to take another loop around, so you get another attack of opportunity.
10?
That one does not hit.
Ah, You're doing me dirty, D&D Beyond. Come on.
Roll better.
This
Yeah,
one
right?
will hit with a 23.
Oh,
Not points. Just
No, the armor class.
Yeah.
that's good.
Your naked monk armor class. That is 9 points of piercing damage.
I'm still okay.
All right, that's good.
You know, 11. I have 11 hit points left, but I'm okay.
It's not doing well. I mean, it started off with 100. You've done 97 points of damage on it already.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Okay, much.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. You can't
I
see,
ain't counting.
but it went from 126 to 98 to 91 to 83, 77, 66, 55, 49, 42, 37, 29.
Get
Yeah,
those here.
I'm in this. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm a math whiz, so my numbers are correct.
All right. I'm gonna try to attack it again because now I'm really hurting. But all I have is my unarmed. So 1 second. Oh, that's awesome. Nat 20, so 27.
Fuck. So you get to double your dice damage here.
Every time.
No, just for this first hit.
Perfect. First hit is an 8, so 16.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm going to use my, I think I only have 2 key points left because my level, and I'm going to use one of those last 2 for do Fury of Blows. And so the first one is Nat 20. What? Okay, D&D Beyond, I'm sorry. I
Double
think
that dice.
Alright. 9!
9. Okay.
So it's 18.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah. Okay, so it came up to me and it bit me and I was blacking out almost. And so what I do is I swim up and I grab its. Can you guys help me? What the fuck is that thing called?
Fin? Top
Thank
fin?
you. The quintessential shark fin, and I propel myself up as if I was doing a dive onto it. So my hands and my feet are directly above from each other, and using that grip of the fin, I propel both of my feet down and I strike its head as if I'm doing an inward pike, but with the propelling motion, just straight down into his head with my feet.
You feel what once was a structure, or seemingly structure of this skull that you've been hanging on to a little bit, kind of cave beneath your feet, and this shark just begins to thrash, uncontrollably thrash. You guys have just taken off towards the top. You haven't gotten very far. It's been mere seconds. You see a lot of splashing as this shark just starts, the death thrashes, basically. It's dying at this point, and it's swimming away as it's doing that. And you see your friend Kiba surface, looking bloodied.
Kiba!
Oh. Did you guys see that?
Is that
Can
Nope.
you
No.
make it to shore?
Kiba,
Yeah.
No, wait.
Wait, yes?
We're halfway through the cliff.
I'm-
We're on the cliff. Where are we?
You are still on the beach. It's only been 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
6 seconds since you guys decided to head in that direction.
Okay, so I'll run to the water to try to catch up with her. Him. Sorry, him.
It's okay. It's okay. I have golden locks right now. I love wigs.
I like that color on you, actually. It looks really good.
I had to do my
it's
eyebrows
very
too,
good.
though, because it didn't look good on my
I think
face.
that's why
so
I was
did
like-
my eyebrows.
Is this natural? Because it looks... it could be.
Because makeup.
Very much. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hollywood
Anyways.
girls.
Okay, yeah. So I'm swimming ashore right now, but I'm really injured, so I'm only using one of my arms, while the other one's just kind of gliding in the water. And do I make it to shore?
Yes, you do, absolutely.
Okay, I'm making
No, because
sure that
that comes out of nowhere.
you guys can handle that one. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'll just cure wounds as soon as I can touch
I don't
Kiba.
even stand up. I'm just like Little Mermaid on the beach washed up. Like, I just plop in the sand.
That's a
Yeah,
4
and,
for healing.
As Kiba lays on the shore, a crowd starts to gather. Aidos, you come over and you put your hands on Kiba, and are you doing it subtly or very obviously?
Subtle.
Okay, roll
Like
me
this.
a sleight of hand.
That's 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, so luckily Kiba has, as soon as Kiba comes out of the water stops washing the blood away, and it starts to kind of pull into places that the shark has bitten, which actually helps with the wounds that you're starting to cure. They start closing up a little bit, but the blood is still there, so it hit it okay, and you're pretty confident that you haven't been seen.
I'll attempt to get people
Yes.
back too.
Sure.
To give space.
No problem. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Can I smell the blood at this point?
Give me a perception check.
Uh, 24.
Yep.
Then yeah, I'm gonna stay far the fuck away.
Okay.
Oh, does anyone have like a med kit?
I do, but not on me.
Where would your stuff have been? I could probably go get it if I knew that you had one.
In the
I have
Salty
just
Seder.
a basket.
Oh.
You do see some organizers running down towards. There's been an attack. There's been an attack. Some of them have like pieces of cloth and stuff that they were using kind of like as towels that they start bringing over to Kiba. And you see some of them are starting to like put pressure on stuff, but they kind of see underneath the
Okay.
blood that the wounds are like closing.
Can I try to like wrap that shit up?
Yeah. Describe how you're gonna do it.
That's a good question. Okay, so there's how long are the towels?
Different sizes. Some of them are longer and thinner. Some of them are like square shaped. It's not like industry made towels.
Right.
It's more like just pieces of cloth.
Alright, I'm gonna try to like rip up the longer ones
Okay.
and try to, cause
And
where are
give
the wounds on his like torso and stuff?
Mostly the extremities, so arms and legs.
Oh, okay, that's so much easier. Yeah, so I'll just start wrapping that shit up, getting pressure on it.
Not a problem. I'm gonna get you to give me a strength check for carrying the cloth, and then a medicine check to see how well you're able to do that.
That's a dirty 20 for the strength.
Yeah, not a problem. You get some strips torn
And
off
a
pretty well.
medicine check.
Medicine, yep.
Okay.
Get some first aid going. Wounds are clean, just came out of the
16.
salt water. 16, pretty good. You managed to bandage up the wounds that you do see, and then whatever cloth's left over you use to wipe away some of the blood, and it looks like you're pretty confident that you have tied off all the wounds. None of them look deadly. More just bleeding scratches at this, thanks to Aido closing up some of it. Some of the deeper ones anyways.
Okay, also, while I'm at it, would I be able to do some lay on hands in a stealthy manner?
Yes, now that they are covered, it might be a little bit easier to not roll so shitty.
Sweet, okay. Sleight of hand, I'm guessing, right? Great. Awesome.
It was a low DC for it because it's covered in blood anyway. This one's a BD.
12?
12. Yeah, that, again, is sufficient enough to close the wounds.
Perfect. I'm gonna bamf 10 hit points. Indeed.
Yep, 10. So not enough to close all the wounds, so you're pretty confident that the way that you had the flesh heal itself kind of granulating up, as scratches and wounds do, they start healing from the bottom towards the surface, kind of pushing their way upwards, that you know that when you remove these bandages, there is going to be some smaller superficial cuts, but then they probably won't take long to stop bleeding. In fact, as you're watching, the cloths are no longer saturating. It's just an even, like, you might gonna have to need a dressing change in a little while, but you're not expecting to need to keep applying pressure or needing to change them right away. You're a good 25% saturated.
Cool.
With sanguinous fluids.
Kiba, what the fuck happened?
Are you alright?
You-
I did a dive, and next thing I knew, there was a shark that attacked me, and I felt really horrible because it's me jumping into their home. That I tried to evade it, but it was just so fast and so strong, and I felt almost as if I was gonna black out a couple times. But I'm really tired.
Looks,
Does
so
anyone
where's the
else?
shark?
It swam off.
Is it still around?
I think I did a lot of pain to it. I think I hurt it really bad. I'm not super happy about that, considering that it was probably just confused as to why random people were jumping into its home, but I definitely defended myself to my fullest ability, and it's no longer around from what I can see, but I also just tried to get back to shore.
So you just beat up
Oh,
a
I'm just
shark?
glad you're okay.
Me too. Thank you guys so much for your healing and your awesome medical abilities, Cars.
Yeah, no worries.
Epic.
Wow. That's terrifying and also kind of badass. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that alone. We had no idea that was happening.
We just saw some splashing.
By the time we figured out what was going on, you'd already taken care of it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's-
At that point, one of the organizers comes with you, and you see he's holding a laurel crown and a bag of money, and was like, well, this definitely did not turn out the way that we had hoped. We always hope for a friendly competition where there are no injuries, but we are happy that you are okay, and here are your winnings.
I won?
You won!
What?
Awesome.
Congratulations!
Good job, Kiba.
job.
We couldn't
Did you
tell
guys-
if you were doing well or not.
Oh,
Mostly
We were-
because we had no idea what was going on.
From a
I mean, they-
distance down the beach, you'll hear me go, "Yay, Kiba!"
I definitely felt inspired at one point, so thank you guys so much for that. It felt great knowing that my friends were nearby. I'm sorry that took me so long to get out of the water.
I'm sorry
Uh.
you had to fight a shark by yourself.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
more
sad.
sorry about the shark thing than... Yeah, that's... Holy shit.
All right. Is it 20 gold?
Yes, it is. It's 20.
Well,
No. Do we still want to play around in the water, or do we
I
want
don't know.
to...
I'm a little.
And
Do we just want to...
Yeah.
Want to do.
The
maybe we can
organizers,
go later on.
the organizers do announce during that whole, after giving Kiba the prize money and the laurel crown, they do announce that due to unsafe water conditions, the 200-meter race will be moved to the next day.
Well, that's great. So my schedule actually just cleared up. Do you guys want to go pursue Lady,
Yes.
Barris?
thank you. Yes.
Oh, we forgot to ask Quintus, didn't we?
Yep, we definitely did.
We totally
Maybe-
did. But you still have your pack at the saucy place?
Yes, that has all of my stuff. I didn't think we were going to be going straight from there since I thought I had a long day ahead. But since everything's been postponed until tomorrow, I would really like to just make a quick stop on our way.
Of course, we could also ask Quintus if he has any idea, and then we can figure out what we need to do from there. Because I have a
Sounds
plan to
great.
get into the place. We just need to know what time
Okay.
we need to do it.
So what's the
Um,
plan?
Can I, are the organizers still around?
Yes, they are.
Can I go up? Can I? Oh, shit. Okay. Do I see any guards in the area?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to like kind of avoid them and go talk to an organizer that isn't near any of them.
Sure.
I have a question. We have traveled a long way to see the games and get a glimpse at the famous Pythia. Do you have any idea when she will be addressing the viewers next?
Yeah, just let me. You
Is
see
there
that
like a
he
schedule or anything that maybe we
reaches to a scroll that's on his belt, and he pulls one up and unrolls it and says, "We have some philosophers at the amphitheater, inventors of sorts. They're going to be showing off their new creations in approximately 3 hours, and the Pythia is supposed to give a speech as there is a distinguished guest in the city."
Oh, who's the distinguished guest? I like try to like here, like,
Is the distinguished guests? Its name is. Where did I put it? Architas.
have I heard of that name before?
Roll me a history check.
What the heck? 22.
22. You have.
Oh, Architas.
You read a lot of books, especially where you are. You just got one of those minds that's just constantly reading and trying to figure out things yourself. More along the magic scale than what a lot of philosophers in Greece tend to stick to. But this particular inventor, you recognize the name as the apprentice of a mathematician in ancient Greece named Pythagoras.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Thanks. I can't remember what. Oh, will she be speaking before? Just because we're trying to like sort out our day. This whole shark business kind of screwed up. Like, you know how you like plan, you try to get everything in. You know, there's just so much to pack in, and you try to get as much done as you can so you don't miss anything.
Of
We just
course,
take
not a
care of it.
problem.
We're gonna
I believe
have a
her
minute.
speech is welcoming the
Perfect.
inventors, and I believe she does plan to stick around for the demonstrations of their inventions.
Great. Thanks so much. Oh, I can't wait for that. Thanks for the information, and I'll leave.
Sure. He rolls up his scroll and puts it back in his belt. And he walks.
So as we join the group, I'll rejoin the group, and I guess we're going back to the Seder for Kiba to get his stuff, I'll relay all that information.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind of worked out really well.
that did.
So what time is this?
In a couple of hours, so we have some time to kill if anyone needed to do anything. Maybe we can. Karis can tell us what his plan is. Maybe.
Yeah. So I just have one question. Can Gallagher, like, inform you of things in any way?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
got like a weird connection with him.
Totally. Yep.
Right. Is it like a distance?
It depends. He can like send me telepathic messages up to a certain distance, and I can actually see through his eyes and hear through his ears. Like for a really long distance.
Oh, cool. Okay, my plan was that we all go into like the cave entrance, but he like just like hangs about the front,
Oh,
so that
that's
whenever they're coming back, he lets you know. You let us know,
that's
and
a great idea.
and then we just walk away.
I love that. And Dree won't need him for the fight, if there's any fight at all.
It'll be inside.
It'll be inside.
Yeah, and I think Lady Demare said that there's usually like one guard left hanging around. So
Yeah, and probably won't even be one. But if we did encounter any problems, then Dree wouldn't need Gallagher, so that works perfectly.
Cool.
I love that. Yep. Perfect. Super simple. Love it.
Speaking of, me, Kiba has unintentionally reminded me, I'm a little bit hungry. Depending, perhaps this might be a good opportunity to, illuminate that thing we were talking about.
Oh. Yep, we could do that.
well, yeah, we'll wait till we like get actually in the tavern. Probably good idea, right?
Oh yes, most certainly.
Yeah. Okay. Onwards to the tavern.
You guys reach the Saucy Seder not too long after, and as you enter, Quintus sees you and sees Kiba all bandaged up, and looks at the group and says, "They mentioned one of the competitors got it's up. Are you okay, Kiba? Hold on, sit down. Let me go get one of my famous desserts."
Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity.
Toddles off towards the kitchen. And he emerges back out with a plate that has a bar of the same bar that you had that first night when you fought the snakes.
Oh, nice.
The blueberry granola patty. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
$16.
16. As you eat it, it doesn't taste the same as the first night. You said 16?
Yes.
Okay. It's a fail.
What is?
What?
You feel okay for like the next half an hour, but after that you start to feel really like your body's floating in the water again. Your eyes get a little squinty, but your pain's receding, and the anxiety that you were feeling before seems to be going away too.
Gave you special brownies, man.
You have 10 temporary hit points.
Oh.
That are good for the next. Your constitution is pretty good. Yeah, good for the next hour. So it'll probably fade by the time you guys leave, but
just to make you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna add them then. Just
it will go away before any next battle for sure. But at least you're feeling really, really, really good for the next hour.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. So should we head to Aos's room?
Kiba.
Chat. Kiba, will you meet us in Aotis's room? Because we got some stuff to talk about.
No, I'll just come with you guys right now.
Hmm?
You don't want to pick up your Okay, we'll do that after.
Yeah, I'm butt-ass naked.
Right, we didn't get your robes back, did we?
No, they're the top
Kiba's
of the
hammer
list.
showing.
We completely didn't realize that we were walking through town with them naked. Cool.
I think I even left my tunic and stuff there.
I'm sure one of the organizers probably brought it down for you.
Oh, then it's just in my hands.
Okay, maybe we'll get in the room and you could
Put
get
it on.
dressed.
Okay.
Now I am really confused. It is not okay to be naked when just, swimming/bathing. When running around in competition, it is okay. And walking around town naked is also okay.
To be
Correct.
fair, if we had realized he was naked, we would have insisted he put clothes on.
That's what happens when you have low perceptions, party.
I told you guys before I did my diving that I was doing it traditionally.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like around the games, guys walk around town naked all the time.
It's
What's the point in getting dressed? They're gonna get naked again.
Yeah.
Sports are weird, Dre. I don't pretend to understand them.
Anyway,
Well,
let's go to your room. We got some shit to talk about.
All right, we go to Iotis's room.
Hopefully, Kiba puts on his clothes.
nope.
Nope. All right.
I feel really great. He's so nice. He's so nice.
Bailey, you're on.
What's going on?
Bailey, you're on mute.
And I'll be like wringing my hands nervously. There's, I guess something, perhaps, you need to know about me. I apologize, for not, telling you sooner. Where to start? You perhaps have noticed I don't typically, eat meals, with you. Well, it's because I have a specialized diet, you might say.
Oh, me too. I stay clear of, meats, things that aren't, yeah.
It's a little different than our diet, Kiba. Ours seems to be pretty similar.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's a part of why I was worried, because I feel like my diet might go against your belief system a little bit. While I do not eat meat, I do have to prey upon living things in order to receive my sustenance.
She drinks blood.
What he
How
said.
do you... Blood? Why?
That's just how I am. I mean, I physically, if I force myself to, I could technically ingest typical human food, but nutritionally, it would not do much for me, and I would have to find a way to expel it afterwards. It's not pleasant.
Oh,
Yes, my body seems only to be able to take nourishment from the blood of living or very, very, very recently deceased beings.
do you eat people?
Well, technically I could, but I choose not to. Usually.
Like all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, cool. I guess I'm just a bit confused as why you seem really unsteady about letting me know this.
Well, I know you have a reverence for life, and my lifestyle
Mhm.
is sort of the exact antithesis of that. And your friendship and respect means so much to me. I was afraid
Oh,
I would lose it because of this.
well, that's really kind of you to say, but as much as I hold life in a high regard, I also feel like, hi, each of us have the, yeah. I just start playing with my tunic a little bit, and I'm starting to like put it over my shoulders because I'm a little bit cold. My hair is still kind of damp. It never crosses my mind to cover myself up, and I'm just kind of like bobbing my head and feeling really really good. And and so like he was just kind of starts talking, but like he doesn't make that much sense. But some things that you guys can take away is just like he believes that, wow, Taylor didn't smoke anything. I don't know why my brain is this slow. No, but I also feel it's totally acceptable to do whatever you need to do as an individual to maintain your health to your best abilities, as long as you're not going and hurting things on purpose. I mean, the circle of life has a lot of different elements to it, and if you were created in a way which you need to get substance from, something along the lines of what is a food chain for you as an individual, then I see no harm in that. If you are using that to justify wrongful action, then I don't think that's cool.
You okay there, Kiba?
Yeah, I'm just a little damp. I'm gonna go grab my robes and my backpack from my room. I love you guys.
We love you
Thank
too.
you. Thank you
Love-
so much
love
for
you.
cheering me on. I couldn't really see or hear, but wow, man, I was underwater for what felt like an eternity, and it was, yeah, I think I'm.
It's less than a minute, but
like,
it felt like an eternity.
yeah, it did. Definitely
Maybe-
did.
Maybe
Yeah.
we could take a quick. Maybe you could take a quick little nap before.
Would love that. Yes.
I think that would be a good idea.
Short rest. And,
Yeah, go sleep it off.
And thank you so much for opening up to me. I'm sorry if what I said doesn't quite make sense right now, but it means a lot for me to be trusted enough for you to feel so nervous about telling me something.
Well, your kindness and understanding, they mean a lot to me as well. Thank you, Kiba. You are a stalwart and true friend.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys. Thanks again for coming to support the diving competition. I can't wait to play in the ocean with you guys when, we won't die.
About that, we were confused. Are you supposed to splash or not supposed to splash, or splash on some and not on the others? We weren't sure.
Yeah, you try to break the water with as little splashing as possible.
Oh,
Yeah,
you did really
something-
well.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
okay.
Wow.
Thanks. If you guys need anything, I have like an extra like 40, 60 gold from the competition so far. I would love to treat you guys to something.
Oh no, I have more gold than I've ever had in my entire life.
Me too. All right, and with that, I just kind of pivot on one foot and I exit, and I will come back fully robed. And what's a short rest? Like an hour?
It's an hour, and
Perfect.
because your constitution was almost, like your saving throw was almost the DC, not quite, but almost. Yeah, it runs through your system within an hour. It's a very short high.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
During that rest, I will excuse myself for the first time to actually just. I think I will use this opportunity to eat. I'll be back shortly.
All right, that went super well. We probably shouldn't
See you
even
in a
been
bit.
worried about Kiba at all. So went well. Also, he is hilarious right now.
Yeah, what's going on? He seemed a lot more chill than usual.
And he's a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Maybe still dazed from the shark attack.
Um,
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, most likely.
All right. I guess yeah. We'll,
Mind if we
just wait
chill here?
around. Yeah, we'll just chill.
Aetos? Do you want to chill out of your room or in your room or whatever?
Well, not sure. I'll follow your lead, guys.
I'll just pull out a book and start reading wherever I am.
I guess we're staying here. Alright.
Works for me.
Well, just for like a
I will help myself to any beverages that are around.
Same here.
In that room, Savis took the last bottle of wine, but you could probably go down and get some.
Yeah. I guess
Alright.
I'll go and
I'll
order
grab us a
some wine.
bottle of whatever.
There's wine, there's ale,
Wine. Yeah, don't anything too
there's
hard.
like a rum.
it's still like super early though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We're
It is.
gonna figure everything out with the girl.
Yeah, it's a breakfast wine.
Yay.
Mimosas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice sangria.
Yeah, so Kiba, for that hour, you can spend your hit dice if you want to try to get your health back. And there's I don't know if you saw in the D&D Beyond, you can actually hit a button that says short rest. That will reset like your key points and stuff. If you double click it, or click and then confirm. And then it tells you that your hit dice are 1d8 plus 2, and you can do that up to 5 times a long rest. Cool.
I'm full health now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after that hour, you wake up from your nap feeling pretty good. The pain's a little bit back, but it was a good, restful hour.
I just read until we think it's probably time to head out.
Not a problem.
Can I bring back whatever I killed, obviously drained blood, and give it to Quintus?
Sure, give me a d12. Pardon me.
5.
5. You found a boar.
Good
Whoa.
for me.
And not a very big
Whoa.
one, just a smaller one. Not quite baby, but just a smaller adult. Yeah, he brings it back and says, did you want the
I'm sorry, what?
do you need a drink?
Oh, no, I'm quite satiated. Thank you.
Awesome. I can get this cut up. Did you want me to save this and smoke this for you and your party?
Well, I believe only two of the members eat meat, but yeah, I'm sure they would enjoy it quite a lot, and whatever is left over, please, for your kindness, let me, use the rest of it for your other patrons.
Sure, not a problem. He slips you 2 gold for the boar.
Oh, thank you. And I'll join them back in Hiatus's room.
And as he's taking the boar from you, he kind of twists the neck on this thing and he points at 2 little bite marks and then gives you a little bit of a wink.
Oh dear. And I'll scurry off.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Did everyone have a pleasant respite?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I got some reading done, so I feel great.
chairs in here are real comfy.
Has Kiba woken up yet? Can he rejoin the group? Perfect. Kiba gently knocks on the door to Aitos' room.
So I open the door, let Kiba in.
I feel much better right now.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was a crazy
You look better.
experience in the water. Yes, thank you. And thank you guys so much for your healing and your presence there. It was I felt very supported even if I wasn't physically around you.
Of course, Kiba, we're here for you.
And you.
Sweet. Let's go break into a church.
Goody. And I will once again disguise self. Same
Awesome.
thing as before.
Your skin's just darker? Is that what you said? Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
look so pale?
Yeah, like it looks like I have
Like
not like
human.
really like a human that doesn't really see a lot of sun, but isn't like
But not the pallor of a corpse.
exactly.
Like what Regan's skin tone would be?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Like
green
or deep
eyes and no super pointy teeth.
copy. Alright. Just curious.
And if we make it back for dinner in time, I believe Quintus is going to cook up the boar I caught special for you boys. I hope you like boar.
Damn, you got a boar? Sorry.
I do.
I don't know what the accent was on that.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do too,
they're
thanks.
actually quite easy to hunt. They tend to watch for stuff on the ground, but they don't really suspect things dropping down on them from the trees. So they kind of have a bit of an advantage that way.
Neither do I, but
You mean like an Amazon?
Well, I wouldn't know. Is that how they typically hunt?
Well, I mean, yes.
we?
They tend to stick to the trees
Right.
and hunt from above.
Oh, something in
Typical
common.
tactic, yes. Yeah. Like I said, you have a lot of things in common, same as with Amazons.
You seem to know a lot about them.
Yeah. I met a few back in the day.
Right. Shall we,
Regan's just like sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say Regan's like totally enthralled with the fact that like this is how Amazons hunt because she wouldn't know much about them, but she's not perceptive enough to have caught that wee slip at all. Right over her head.
So, shall we go and do our little sneaky sneak?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Alright, so plan super simple. Gallagher waits outside, lets us know if they come back. We
Definitely.
have to wait till she leaves first, though.
Mm.
So he'll tell us when she leaves and when she comes back.
Yep.
Okay.
Have I seen many
So
wild dogs here, like out
Yeah.
in this area? So he won't look out of place.
No.
All right.
I mean, he looks at a place for his breed,
Yeah.
but there's been like lots of different types of dogs in Delphi. Most people don't really pay mind to them. They're not really pets. They're usually just like strays.
I might like
dogs.
as we're leaving, pick up like some sand or dirt or something on the ground and just kind of like rub it into his fur just to kind of like make him less shiny.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right, so you send Gallagher off toward the temple, and you know that the where the temple is, it's kind of on. I would say it was like directly north of the cliffs where Kiba jumped off, more towards the center of town, but it's still in a cliffy area, and the top where the temple, there's like a little area where the temple is actually on that faces the city, with its face kind of towards the what am I looking for? The west. So it's not, sorry, it doesn't face towards the city. It faces towards the west where the sun, east where the sun rises. And the Castalian spring is, it kind of moves underground and then it comes out through a bit of a waterfall kind of midway through the cliff faces, kind of just a little bit below the temple, into a little bit of a pond before it continues in a stream down somewhere, probably towards the ocean. And you know, on the map that the Lady Damaris gave you, she said that there is a tunnel beneath the waterfall of where it comes out. So the tunnel itself, the water itself comes out of a tunnel, but apparently there's another one behind it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Do we want to like wait in the tunnel and be ready to go up as soon as Gallagher lets us know that she's gone?
Yeah, I would say that's probably the smartest idea, because we don't know how long she's going to be
Sure.
out.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
Would you like me to go ahead and investigate? I can see in the dark, and I should be able to hear or see or smell anyone occupying the tunnel within.
Yeah, you might be the best person to take the lead for sure.
Okie dokie.
Let's do
I'm
it.
like a little bit uncomfortable not having Gallagher with us. Like I'm just kind of like I keep reaching my hand down to like go to like pet his head and he's not there. Like I'm like a little nervous.
Oh yeah, if that's the case, I would have had to sort of like follow you through the town with like my hand on your shoulder.
Yeah, I figured. Yep.
So you guys leave Gallagher kind of in the temple area, and you head down to the springs. Cara, so you walked past this on your first day, and it was a lot busier because people that are going to see the Pythia, they have to bathe themselves in a kind of like a ritual ceremony before they can enter the Temple of Apollo for a reading from the Pythia. But due to her schedule for the day, you guys see that there is no lineup at the temple. And when you get down to the springs, there seems to be a group of 3 people that are just getting out of the springs. But other than them, there's no one else around.
Oh, hello, fellow Apollo bathers.
Good day to you.
Are you to see the Pythia.
We are not today, but we decided that we wanted to cleanse ourselves anyways, since we are in the city of Delphi for the Pythian Games. We are worshippers of Apollo, and it is quite the honor to be bathing in his springs.
Cool. How are they today?
The water is very cool. You enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
And they pack up their things and they leave.
To the tunnel.
You guys...
Right?
Oh, I was just gonna say, is there anyone around? I think it's perhaps best we don't be seen entering the tunnel.
Yeah, is there anyone around?
Someone can give me a perception check.
Oh, I'll do it since I can actually see in the sunlight.
I won't even bother since I suck at those.
Oh, Jesus. 1 second. 15.
Yeah, you seem to be alone.
Cool. I guess we'll go into the tunnel.
Awesome. It's a little rocky to get to where you think it is, just on the other side of the stream as it comes down. It's not a very big spring. It's maybe just a little bit wider than a human body. And give me an investigation check to find the hole.
18.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Did a 20.
Aedos finds the hole better than Driana does.
Oh my.
And
He's
you
pretty
wild
either
for Dre.
enter. What order are you entering this tunnel?
I'll
It
go
is-
behind Dree.
I'll go first.
Okay.
No,
Driana's
Wait.
going first.
Dre
I'll go behind.
Dre's first. Karis goes behind. I'll go behind Karis. There you go.
Okay.
I'd either take the back or the second last, depending on wherever Kiba wanted to be.
Second last. I don't want anything happening to you without Gallagher.
I'll stand at the back happily.
No. Like I'm taking flank just in case.
Oh,
Yeah.
even better. Yep.
Squishy wizards.
And as you guys move into this tunnel, you hear an echoing of a slimy roar. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh.
I just got a snack.
Slimy roar. All right.
Like, except like,
Funny.
deeper and louder. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Oh man, we're in for it.
Very, very phlegmy roar.
Good thing Kiba took that nap.
Yep. Hey, did someone say something? Like, oh man.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. So we'll see you guys back here after another episode of Harlan's Hoedown.
Yay, Harlan.
Howdy, y'all, and welcome to Harlan's rootin', tootin', scootin', lootin', not shooting, and not like looting, but like, never mind. Anyway, we're gonna do the coolest interview today. We are interviewing the freaking DM of this magical game, and here she is. It's Amanda.
Hi.
Yes. So, I heard that each person playing got to kind of ask a question or two. So
Yeah. Well, because I know that they've been really enjoying getting interviewed, especially when it's like tough questions where they have to think. They're like, oh, I felt more connected after that. And they were also excited to see each other's answers. And then it's been like, well, when does Amanda get to do her interview? And I was like, well, I don't need to because I don't have to worry about that sort of thing. And then, yeah, they're like, no, you're next. And a lot of them had questions.
So okay, so I guess just jump right into it here.
Yeah, might as well.
What is your creative and planning process like?
Oh man, it's all over the place. I've always been kind of like a creative person, living in my own whole fantasy world in my head. Uh, like I used to do like the old-fashioned role playing on like MSN boards, like the text-based character role playing, because D&D wasn't really a thing where I was, but text-based role play was. Um, I used to read a lot of fan fiction and even tried writing a lot of fan fiction as a kid. I used to write little novels when I was like little, and I wanted to be an author. So the creative process has always just been like being stuck in my head, imagining kind of just like any other fandom kid, imagining what they would be like in their favorite TV show or in their favorite movie. And so D&D kind of lets you be a character in a world that you want to be in. So the creative process kind of stemmed from that, but specifically for D&D, I also have a little bit of a control problem where I like to be in charge of things and run things the way that I want to be run things. So um, being a DM kind of just like fell into that. But yeah, the process is kind of just like mixing both things. And it's just something I fell really easily into.
I love that. I don't know why that answer almost made me cry because I think like every kind of nerd gets, like dreams about being in their favorite TV show or favorite book or whatever it is. And like you can't like now you're sort of the author of this like metaphorical book, and the story unfolds like kind of as you say. And it's just, I don't know, that like touched my feelings.
Aww.
So this second question, this is an entirely homebrew campaign as well as a stream. How much of your time goes into planning and editing and everything like that?
All of my time goes into it. I am never not thinking about the future of the campaign, being like, okay, this would be a cool thing to explore. This would be a cool monster to fight. This would be something cool to happen with the stream. So I'm constantly like on and thinking about things. And the way that Bailey, who's my wife, she plays it, or she says it, that I'll be on the couch and all of a sudden I'll start giggling, and she'll know as she looks over, I'm frantically typing on my phone. She knows that I've thought of something that I want to do for the campaign. And I actually play D&D like 4 times a week and DM 2 campaigns. So like I said, the process is always on. I'm constantly in that creative mindset. But for this campaign especially, I'd say probably at least 20 hours a week between writing future quest lines, prompts, NPCs, magic items. I have hundreds and hundreds of pages and documents ready to be plucked whenever the players have something. And then on top of that, we also do like a little bit of graphics, like we do like overlays for things. We do the interviews, we do music, background music and sound, and that stream. So it's pretty time consuming. I'd say probably a good 20 hours a week on it. That part-time job.
I can't even imagine. I love that you're so dedicated and look, it probably brings you a ton of happiness. It's a great creative outlet, but like I can't do even a fraction of what you just listed. So wow. At what moment did you feel you were ready to be a DM?
Probably happened about 1.5 to 2 years ago. I've always been in campaigns that have started with groups like I've been a player for D&D, and we'll get like maybe 5 levels in before something happens where the schedules stop, or the DM and a player had a breakup so they don't want to play anymore, or something weird like that. And it was just constantly disappointment after disappointment, starting something and being so excited about it being like this character that I thought up of, and just having all that crash. And then we started playing with Bailey for the first time, with a friend of ours, and we felt like we weren't getting enough out of it. Like we weren't playing very, very much. It was very casual. There wasn't a whole lot of role play opportunity. It was, this is the situation, deal with it. Okay, you're done. That's all I have planned type thing. It was very, very short to the point, and it wasn't really exploring as much as Bailey wanted or what I wanted. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I could be a DM. I'm creative. I could do it. And so I did a one shot, and then I thought, okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's try another one shot. And I did it, and it was completely homebrewed. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. And I'm good with improv. So yeah, I started doing my own campaign. We did Salt March that moved into Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and it's been going on for over a year and a half now, every week. And my players absolutely love it. Robin and Bailey both play in that one, plus a couple other people we know. And I have them at the table crying every week or screaming, and they're so emotionally invested, and I definitely get like a rise out of that. So yeah, it was kind of just, I wasn't getting what I wanted from the DMs around me, so I stepped up and decided to be the DM that I wanted to see in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. And I don't know, I'd like to play a campaign that you're DMing one day, completely out of character, not Harlan. But someone else. I'll invent someone else.
We'll talk.
Okay. So speaking of, this is my question, and I've literally always wondered this for like every DM. Like, so I'm gonna be me for a second.
Okay, cool.
I look at DMing like Alice in Wonderland, where you can build your own perfect world down to the T, every detail, but you have zero control over the characters in it. Like, how do you deal with the variation the characters bring? And was there ever a time in game, like I guess in this campaign, that you had planned for things to go completely differently than they did?
So that is one thing that I actually see a lot of complaints about in just my friend circles that play D&D, as well as message boards or like Facebook groups where people are like, my players keep railroading me and I can't get them to do what I want. That's what separates a good DM and a bad DM. I control everything. They have the illusion that they are in control of their characters. They are not. I lead them gently into where I want them to go. They have no freaking idea. I mastermind so much. They have no clue.
My God.
There is actually one player that I play with in my other campaign. She's throwing me through a little bit of a hoop because she's outsmarted me a couple times, but that's okay. I like being outsmarted. And it's not a DM versus player thing, so I have to keep myself in the mindset that I want them to succeed. I'm challenging them to succeed, but as for like railroading and stuff, I have it planned out. And if they start going off in this direction, I have a billion different ways that I can have them turning back to where I want it. It's about knowing what your plan is and being able to improvise them back onto the path, or improvise your plan to match the path that they're currently on.
Forget it.
I'm never not in control.
I mean, forget it. I could never. I don't have the right personality. That is, I can't. That's amazing. That's like, you're like a fucking magician. Like, let's be real here.
Puppet master.
Yeah. Like 100%. I love that. I love that. I don't know. Yeah.
I tried to make it really sound a lot scarier than it was, but no, it's fun.
No, it sounds great. Yep. My brain is just like in the gutter about it, but I'm gonna dig it out so I can ask you this next question like a normal person.
Like a normal person?
I'm trying.
Like a good centaur.
I'm trying to be a normal centaur. How how has your life been impacted by the DM in this particular campaign with all the additional work and pressure streaming induces?
I think it just made me a little bit more tired. Because it's, yeah, like I said, it's an extra 20 hours of my time that I could be sitting on my ass doing nothing, but instead it's my mind is on, or I have something to work on, something to edit, something to change.
Yeah.
Social media, that thing is, I'm not made for that sort of thing. So it's like, okay, I gotta go promote myself on a site where nobody wants to listen to me. So putting myself out there has definitely been a little bit of a change and a challenge, is being like, hey, people, come watch what I've created. And I think that when I'm DMing in my small like home campaign, there's less pressure because it's everyone that wants to be there wants to be there. Whereas the known world, I'm trying to like get people into D&D and giving Z Knights more content, being like, hey, you know what? Zane and Gabrielle isn't there, but look what we can do. There's fan fiction, but there's other ways for people to get into that fan base and building new content around Xena. So it's me trying to encourage others to get into it, but D&D is not really everyone's niche. And so it's hard to kind of separate my own feelings of no one likes me, no one wants to watch this. And I'm putting forth something that maybe would grab somebody out there. Maybe it will inspire another group to play. And maybe some younger kids that are really getting into D&D, because it's coming back, that maybe they'll think, oh, you know what? Ancient Greece is a great plot point. Xena's amazing. Like, yeah, why wouldn't we want to throw ourselves in there and be the next warrior princess?
That's amazing. And also, like, another thing about this campaign is it's all online, so it really gives, if somebody sees this and gets inspired by it, they can do it anywhere. Like, you can get friends together anywhere, because the internet is great and also really evil, but like great for this kind of thing.
Totally.
So yeah, that's beautiful. What do you enjoy most of what's the best part of being a player, and then the best part of being a DM, and is there one you enjoy more?
So I DM 2 campaigns, and then I'm also a player in 2 weekly campaigns. So after this interview, I'm actually going to go play my favorite character to play. She's a dwarf cleric, but she was raised by gnomes, so it makes her a little bit different than most dwarfs that you're used to meeting. She's a trickster, so that's a little weird for a dwarf. But what is my okay? I think the DMing is more fun for me because it's that control and it's my ability to put people in this world that I've created and have people interact. And it's very fun for me to watch people role play and react to those challenges that I'm putting forth for them. So I think DMing it engages me a lot more and it has my focus a lot tighter. Whereas being a player is still a lot of fun, but I guess it just depends on my moods, because some days I might be like, oh, you know what, I don't feel like being a leader today, or I don't feel like talking, or I don't have any creativity left in me because of whatever reason. So sometimes I can lose my engagement, especially now with COVID-19, having everyone kind of move to an online platform. It's hard for me to just sit there and listen sometimes to other people talk when it's not my own creation. So definitely being a DM keeps me more engaged, and I prefer that.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. This is sort of a follow-up question. When you play as a player, does the knowledge of being a DM affect your gameplay?
Not too much. I'm definitely not somebody that knows every rule in the book or every spell or every tactic. Bailey's very much, she knows a lot, like she reads and retains a lot of the rule aspect of things. And because I every campaign's different, whether they follow a book or a homebrew. You never know what the plan is. But I think because I have that DM background and I'm kind of watching what other players do to me, sometimes I can pick up certain tips and tricks and be like, oh, you know what, this worked on me in this other game. I think I'm going to try it here. So, I mean, it's given me ideas.
Yeah. Excellent. This is a great question. What's it like playing with your partner and being their DM?
The worst.
Really? No.
No, it's fine. It's a good partnership because, like I said, Bailey is very much, she knows the rules. Like, that's the thing that she studied the most on. She's got all the books. She knows rules back to back to back. She knows spells. If you have a question, she can answer it for you. If you've never played a sorcerer at level 12 before, she can help you. And a lot of times, if I don't quite understand the wording of something, or I'm trying to think about how I'd want to approach something, she'll have like, well, the book says this, or traditionally people will do this. And then she's a really good sounding board in that aspect. And it's really, really awesome to be able to have a partner that shares in a passion of yours that you spend so much time in with, because can you imagine putting in 20 hours of work for one campaign plus however many hours of work of a second campaign plus the hours, it's usually like 6 to 8 hours a week also to be a player in other campaigns, doing all that time doing something where your partner's like not wanting to do it, like it would be really sad because you never spend any time together. So it's really helpful that she also plays with me and is really into it, and it's awesome. But at the same time, as her DM, sometimes I do things that really, like, she doesn't see coming, and then I know that she has to like work the next morning, or sometimes we go too late and I know she has to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work, but I dropped a big bombshell cliffhanger on her and now she can't sleep. So there's a little bit of tension there where she gives me the look like, I freaking hate you.
all that sounds like true love, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, good. You guys are great together, and like, I really want to meet Bailey in real life.
Right?
I never have. I don't
Yes, you
think-
have.
No,
Year 2 retreat.
she was there.
Yeah.
Locked it out.
You guys played on the same ball team.
No.
Yeah. She was the pitcher second year.
Where was I?
You were
What?
wearing jeans. I remember.
Where the
No,
fuck
you were wearing a dress that year.
dress?
Yeah, because I was just like, why would you wear a dress to play?
It was the
Yes,
only
that goes-
thing red that I had that I owned.
It was Kayla that wore jeans. I was like, we're playing baseball, you guys.
We don't know. Okay. Anyway, when I read these questions, this was my favorite one. Whoever submitted this to you, like, they're my favorite person. I have no idea. If you were gonna play in the known world as a character, what would you be? What would your alignment be? Would your character fit in with the party or be more of a black sheep?
All right, ready for this?
I'm
It's
so
a
ready.
good stinking answer.
All right.
When we were coming up with the idea to create this campaign, I wasn't the original DM.
Nah.
Bailey was.
Nah.
Yeah. Bailey was going to DM it, and I was going to be a player, and I had a character already. And so my character would have been a human
Oh man.
paladin of Athena with a hate on for Xena and Gabrielle.
Holy shit.
Because the last we saw them, the last Athena knows of them is that they killed her girlfriend Commander, and the whole prophecy of baby Eve leading to the destruction of the gods. Athena really has a hate on for Xena, and the plan was kind of that anytime someone would bring up Xena and Gabrielle, my character would be like, oh, they are blasphemous against the gods and they deserved what was coming to them, and just being this Xena hater, and it was going to be a lot of fun for me. Their alignment would have been lawful neutral because Athena is not necessarily evil, but not necessarily good as either. And paladins kind of fall towards that alignment of following what their gods kind of set rules are and kind of making that oath. So I think it'd be more like a lawful neutral. And as for the party, I think they would have fit in, but also kind of in the black sheep. Like they wouldn't have like caused any disturbances or put the party in danger, but they also probably would have been like the naysayer of the group, like, oh yeah, sure, let's go do this because this is going to be helpful for our quest. Let's go save the kitten from the tree when we could be doing something else, like uncovering this cult thing.
My mind is
The bitch of the group, I think.
I didn't know you had a lot up your sleeve there, and you just threw it out. Like, I would have liked to see that play out, to be honest. I think, like, probably people listening to this interview would have liked to see that played out.
Yeah, I
But-
had a lot of fun plans, but I'm glad that I'm DMing though, because I have so much more ideas for the whole overarching development of the campaign, as well as a bunch of side missions and a lot of things that are going to throw at them all.
I think I don't know if you've listened to, you have listened to the interviews. Like in every one, some big compliment comes up about you, like how detailed your world is, or like, you know what I mean? Like it's so lucky that you're a DM. You get, I don't know, like we're all kind of in awe of you, I think.
Well, it is true. Like I have a lot planned. Like I said, I have hundreds of documents of just ideas and stuff I've been fleshing out. The compliments, though, I guess, yeah, I get them a lot, and they feel weird because I'm just doing what I love too. Like you guys have your role in the campaign, and I have my role. So why am I getting so much praise? You guys should be getting just equal amount of praise as well. But then Bailey has to remind me they don't work 20 hours a week on it. They show up on the day and react to what you've done. So I get that I put more time into it, and yeah, but I still get the same amount of stuff out of it because I get to watch them react and watch them role play, and that's fun for me.
Amazing. Okay. I'm gonna rephrase this question because I want to. Fingers to your neck. If you had to choose who's your favorite character, you don't have to actually answer. Yeah, exactly.
My favorite character, I know that it's Iatros.
Oh yeah.
Little old man Iatros. I know I should be picking someone in the party, but man, that little old man that's forgetful is just so much fun to play for me. Like, I have fun watching myself play him. I'll go back and watch an episode and I'll be like, he's so funny. Oh my god, he's so adorable. I love him. Like, I crack myself up. I love watching myself play this little old man. So he's my favorite character. Otherwise, Harlan, because Harlan's never, like, I will always go back and watch Harlan clips. I'm just like, oh my god, that's so funny. But also, I think Chorus's reactions to Aphrodite are stinking adorable too. So I get like excited to go back and watch those. But the other characters, I have another favorite, but it's because of the stuff that I'm going to do to them. I'm not going to say who it is, but I have some plans for all of them. But one of them, I'm like super excited to see what's going to happen when that kind of comes to surface. So not necessarily have like a favorite character, just like I have plans and I can't wait to see how they react to them. And so right now, the person I've kind of put through the ringer the most is Chorus in terms of the Aphrodite moments. So it's been fun watching that. But as soon as I get into more of the emotional side of people's backstories, then they're going to become my obsession.
I love that. I love that. That's fabulous. Also, part of what you said reminded me of like Not on Bald Mountain with like the demon in Fantasia, where he's like got those three to like they're beautiful women, and then he like puts them in his hand, and there's magic, and they turn into like little troll things. Like you're the demon. but not in a bad way. I've broken character so many times this interview.
That's fine.
Where did you get the idea for Calidora, and was she inspired by any characters?
Yes. Oh my god, so many characters. To be honest, I made her up probably about a couple hours before she was debuted in the second episode. When they encountered her on the path, I was just gonna have like this little lady merchant that was just gonna steal something, kind of that be like a funny skill challenge where they have to like either talk themselves out of the situation or do something to get their stuff back. And I meant for her never to come back again. But she was just so much fun for me to play, and I was trolling them a little bit when everything was happening. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna make her a thing, and then I developed her a little bit more. We'll see more of that stuff there. But I kind of imagined her visually as what's her name? Madame Raz from She-Ra. Just kind of like old with a little walking stick and kind of whimsy in the head, but then also kind of abrasive like Agra from the Dark Crystal.
Watch more of these things.
And then on top of that, like she's a bit of a hoarder of stuff and likes to steal things and then tries to sell it back to you. That kind of is almost like the hoarder woman in the junk realm in the Labyrinth, if you've ever seen that movie. So like she was going through Sarah's stuff and is like, ooh, look at this doll. Like, I got this. So there's a bunch of different like characters that I kind of imagine she's a mix of.
Yeah. Great. I mean, so that's the interview. That was a lot. That's it. That was beautiful. I love everything you said. God, you're genius. Like, how are we even friends?
I don't know. How'd that happen?
I don't know.
You sat near me on a bus, I think?
Oh, yeah. And I was like the only not Canadian person. Like, anyway, that's it. So you wanna any last words? Do you wanna give a yeehaw or?
Yeah, I could do yeehaw.
All right. So here we go. We're gonna do 3, 2, 1, right?
Yeah, or 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Oh, let's do 1, 2, 3.
I'm just messing with you.
1, 2, 3.
Yeehaw! Welcome back to Norn World Adventures. Thank you for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed the latest episode of Harlan's Hoedown. We left off with the party going into a secret entrance to a tunnel that will lead under the Temple of Apollo, where it's rumored to be the holding place of the Pythia and the priests, like where their living quarters are. So, as they entered, they heard a wet, low growl of some sort. And you guys get closer to it. The sound stops. And you look around, and this tunnel, it has water, but it's not flowing anywhere. It's just almost like stagnant water. It's hard to see down into it, and it's a little bit mucky and muddy. You do see some floating debris. And as you come to the end of this tunnel, you know from the instructions from the Lady Damaris that you will reach a cave-in. And when you reach this cave-in, you're supposed to look up, and there will be a piece of wood that you can move that's covered with like mosses and stuff in the ceiling that you can slide out and then hop into another tunnel that leads above it. I'll have you guys roll a investigation check to find this.
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20.
13 for me.
I got a 0.
Amazing.
That's pretty funny.
All right, so it's Regan. You push away some of the growth that's kind of dangling from the ceiling, and you do see a piece of wood. It's kind of rotted, but it's still holding its shape together. And give me a strength check if you or whoever is going to move it.
I am not moving that. I'll be
I'll
like,
move it.
Cars, I'll point it out.
Wait,
and he's
what?
Like, he's like
What?
looking at a random rock, and I'm like, Karis.
Facing backwards from where we came. I don't see it.
I can help. You've
All
got-
right. All right. Strength check.
Yep.
With advantage because Iatos is assisting.
I was going to say that. Thanks. I'm just slow.
16.
16, yep. You push up and then you kind of get it slid. It takes you a few minutes just because it's not like a smooth surface up top, but you do get it moved out of the way. You can reach it fairly decently, but it's going to take a bit of a pull up to get up into it.
Okay. I go up in there.
All right, give me a athletics check to pull yourself into essentially this hole.
17.
17, yep. You manage to grip onto it and pull yourself up, and you realize that this hole, as you're coming up into it, it's a crawl space almost, but you see a little bit of light to your right a little bit that you can crawl through.
Okay.
And then continue to crawl?
How much room is there? Like, can anyone else come up with me?
No, this would be a one at a time crawling.
I can
Okay,
go first.
I will crawl.
He's already up in there.
Oh yeah.
I will
Roll me a
crawl.
perception check.
Perhaps some of our stronger compatriots could assist perhaps Regan and myself. We're not particularly strong.
14.
14. You hear as the little crawl space tunnel opens up, moving water. And as you emerge from this little crawl space, you come to an edge of an inner river. You give me an intelligence check as well.
Oh no.
Sword nature, which is like the same.
10.
And
Pretty good.
yeah. This might be the same river that kind of spouts out as the waterfall in the Castian Springs. It seems like you have moved up to a new tunnel system.
Okay. I chill. I wait.
Awesome. You do see, however, that little light that's offered. You do look down that tunnel, and you do see that there is also a little bit of a cave-in. It seems like there is water getting through, but you don't think that you'd be able to go out that way if you needed to. That if you need to escape, you would probably have to find this hole again.
Cool. Okay.
All right, who's going up next?
I'll go up there.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll.
That's gonna be fun.
It was a what?
That's gonna be fun. I said.
Oh, you said that was a nat 1. I was like, oh no.
9.
9.
That's with a +5.
You try to lift yourself, but some of the mud clay kind of gives way and you slide back down.
Yep.
You guys coming?
I'll try next. Could someone perhaps help boost me up?
I'll let Kiba go.
I walk over to Triana and I put my hands like this so I can boost her up from the feet.
Okay, so I roll with advantage, or
Yeah.
10.
This is like the river all over again.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
What's if it
Kiba
doesn't water?
boosts
Should've
you
left a rope.
up, and you start to try to pull yourself up, and it seems like you're having trouble getting grips. And then you start trying to use your feet, and Kiba, you're getting this like foot in the head thing that she's just trying to climb up your body instead of letting you lift with her. And you have to let go of her at that point just because she's starting to kick at you a little bit, and then she just slides back down, and you kind of help her as she gets back down. The
Guys,
ballet land.
We're
Guys,
trying.
are you coming? Do you
We're
need a rope?
trying.
Do you want a rope? I can
Sure.
pull you guys up. I'll pull you guys up.
Question: It's dark in here?
Yes, it is. There's a little bit of light that's kind of coming in both tunnels. I'd say it's dim lighting,
Okay.
similar to what Aedos' background is.
All right. Cool. Would more light help the situation? Maybe, like I could put some lights up if that would help. Unless we want like perhaps the element of surprise or anything. No one. Fuck it. I'll just cast. I'll cast dancing lights and my constellations come up. Also, I should have mentioned as soon as I heard the growling before, I would have cast mage armor.
What?
Mage armor gives her a little bit of a boost to her AC because wizards are squishy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, sorry. I'll try with the rope. I'll try to. I don't know,
Okay,
hold
yeah,
on
I'll
to it.
crawl in there and I'll like toss the rope down and I'll crawl back out and like wrap it around my hand and wait for a tug.
I'll hold on to it as best I can.
All right. That's going to be a strength check or an athletics check for Cars.
Okay.
Uh, 16.
16. It takes a little bit, but yeah, you do manage to pull Regan up.
No, like
Hey, I think I'll try it again.
Awesome. Are you going to try climbing or just like the rope being pulled in?
Can I try climbing with the help of the rope?
Yeah, if Cars just wants to stabilize it, I'll give both of you athletic rolls. It'll be a smaller DC for Aedos, but Cars needs to be able to hold it.
Did it 20.
Yeah, that's 24 for me.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You grab the rope with one hand and then kind of just like pull yourself up and grab the ledge, and then you're up easily.
sweet.
Cool. Kiba, just do your monkey work.
You and Driona, you're whoever wants to go next.
Unless you would care to go first, Kiba, I will attempt again. Hopefully this is not a repeat of the river, of the continuous failing on my part.
Well, I have your back. If you need you can kind of like put your feet on my shoulders, and since I'm decently tall, I can just stand up and stabilize you with your hands.
Oh, that would be helpful, and I will attempt to not place my boot upon your face this time.
No worries.
19.
Yeah, that's
not a
what I'm
problem.
talking about.
And then Kiba.
All right, how tall is this thing? Do I even need to climb, or can I jump?
You're 6 feet. It's probably a good 7 feet up in the air, and then an extra 6 inches or not 6 inches, like maybe a foot of dirt.
Oh,
So-
okay. Climb. Yeah. All right. And you said that was athletics and not acrobatics?
Yeah, athletic. Well, you can try an acrobatics too, because those are both.
Were you acrobatics?
Yes, I'm gonna try acrobatics.
You just have to describe it.
Alright, so I try to jump off of one of the walls that is near the destination that we're trying to get into.
Yeah.
So it would be like a jump, and then to keep going up.
Yeah, it's the hole's towards like the left side of the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely.
Alright, so that is a 25.
Not a problem. You get up there. Karst, you're still holding onto the rope, expecting to feel something after Driana comes out, and you just see Kiba behind Driana, and you're like, oh.
Wander back up. So is there a way forward?
There is. So you look down the left tunnel, and that's where the water is flowing to. You do see a cave-in. There's a bunch of rocks. You do see some lights and some log that's there, where you assume the waterfall might be in that direction. And you see the tunnel to the right continues deeper into.
Shall we continue on?
Wouldn't we have had directions from Damaris at this point? Which way to go?
Yep, she said as soon as you would go up into the secondary tunnel, to follow that tunnel to the temple, or the underground layer of the temple.
Nice directions, bitch.
One shot. One tunnel. No twisty or turns.
Should we try to be sneaky?
Didn't she give us a map? No.
A map toward the entrance was.
No, it's just the one way that we can go, though, right?
Yeah, it's just one.
Oh.
There's no turns, no nothing. The only instructions were to find that entrance, to get to that first cave-in, and then go up, and then continue down the top tunnel.
So, sneaky? Yay or nay?
Yes, I would assume that would be the most prudent course of action.
Yep.
Sure.
Cool.
So
Within the nature of the mission.
awesome. I'm going to have you guys roll a stealth check as you position yourselves into this tunnel. This also has water. It's running, and as you guys step into it as quietly as you can, we'll get those rolls in a minute, you notice that the water is warm. Like it's a warm spring water.
20 for me.
24 for me.
Thank God. 10. I'm sorry.
The 5 for me, guys.
Oh, shit.
19.
Okay, alright.
Pretty good. So
3 out of 5.
as you guys begin, who's going first up the tunnel?
I would assume...
Kara's, right?
Is there room to switch positions, or?
Yep. There's, I'd say, there's a good 15, it's about a 15-foot wide tunnel where the water is.
Yeah, I could go first because we still got the lights going on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I can take them, I can get rid of the lights if we need,
If
if
we're
we
going
want to be...
stealth.
Right, if we're sneaking, we should probably not have the lights on.
Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
case,
Why?
I can go first. I can see perfectly fine.
Okay, same order as last time?
So Dre first, Kiaris, then me, then Bailey, then Kiba.
Yes.
Bailey.
So
Bailey.
Vegan. Bailey. Good one. Yeah. So
Okay, so that was Juliana.
Kaz, Aetos, and Kiba and Regan.
Regan Kiba.
Regan Kiba, yeah.
Vegan Kiba. Yes. Yeah.
All right. You guys are being as quiet as you can as you move through this water. It's a little difficult. And you feel the ground shift a little bit, and you hear a behind you. And as you look behind, you seem to have woken up something that had been lying in the water where you guys stepped in. Because it was individual rolls, not a group roll.
Oh, motherfucker!
And you see a giant creature made out of moss and wood and rock and mushrooms just come up, and I'll have everybody roll
Initiative?
Let's do this.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Alright, not bad, not bad. 22.
Right. I'll get the reverse order in just a second.
Oh, so good! It looks so good.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, it looks
That's
great.
awesome.
Good job.
That's not great. Alright, 25 to 20. 15 to 20.
17.
Did you get Kiba?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Kiba.
Okay, cool. I missed it.
Yep. 10 to 15.
Oh, 10.
Oh, dang.
5 to 10.
7.
7.
Who has the higher dex?
Oh, definitely. Nice.
Mine's 15.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We got this.
Alright, so Kiba, you're first up in the order.
Okay.
This is what you did with the shark.
Right.
Just
So
kill that
because
Sonic.
it came up behind you, Kiba's now in the front, Regan's
Yeah.
here,
Oh,
Michael's there, Parth, and Julie.
So,
I
he was
moved-
behind us?
I was in the back. So I think it came up behind us, is what Amanda said.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Alright, so I take like a sidestep to get just a little bit adjacent from him, and I go with an armed strike. Let's see if that hits before I continue talking. It is a 15. Yeah? Okay, cool. And so as I take like a step back, I'm just gonna do like a forward front kick. And that is a 9 points of damage. When I took the short rest, because right now it says that I still have 4 key points left, is that correct?
yeah, you get your key points back at rest as well.
Oh, that's weird then. I should have 5. Anyways.
Yeah, you should have them.
Oh, that's weird then. Okay, so I'm gonna use a key point, and this 22. Let me roll damage. 7.
7 damage or 7 just as the hit?
7 damage. It was a 22 for the hit.
Okay.
Next one is 14. Does that hit?
That misses. As you come around with, how did that one go? Was that a kick, punch?
So it was a kick and then a back kick. So like I kicked up and then I landed on that foot that kicked and then I swung around and did
Yeah, it Matrix styles, just out of there. I really want to do that at least once tonight.
yeah, but it missed. The second one, the
Yeah,
50
it
points missed.
Ducked out of there. Okay.
Am I allowed to roll again for my other 2 or no?
Yeah, if you hit 4.
You get 4 rolls, yeah.
Okay, so then the third one is a 16.
Hits, yeah.
Damage is a 6.
Okay.
And then the last one is a 14.
That one misses as well.
Got it.
Alright.
Alright guys, we need 15 or more. We got this.
So Driana is up.
You're on mute, Dre? You're on mute.
I'm I'm going to take one of my daggers and just sort of pierce my finger just enough so it starts bleeding. I'm going to fling the blood in the creature's direction, and I'm going to cast Bane, and I will say, abandon all hope, for you have none now.
Ooh, shit.
And I need a charisma saving throw.
I'm sure this thing is very charismatic. That would be a 8.
It fails, so now it has to roll a d4 and subtract that from any attack roll or saving throw.
Yep, I know.
And I will move up within 15 feet of the creature.
Okay. Behind Kiba or on your own side?
On my own side, for sure. And if there's any shadows, obviously I can't do it as an action, but literally just go as still as possible. And try and be unseen, but I can't actually take hide as an action.
Sure. Next is Karis.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on Thingamajigger in a way so that it's more to its back, so that if people get close, they're not gonna get swallowed up by it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Do it
so
just behind him.
like a cylinder of like this like pinkish kind of light with like glittery specks within it kind of goes and like surrounds it a bit, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
With Bane.
That's a 14.
Okay, so it saves, but it still gets 1d10 of radiant damage.
Nope.
That is 10. And so you see these like deep red flames flickering along its back.
Ooh, shit.
Alright, that's going to be Aidos' turn then.
Our party's OP. You got this.
I OP the bad guys usually too, though. So.
Yeah, I mean a shark with over 100 hit points. Thanks, Amanda.
Actually, I didn't OP that one because you were alone.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a giant shark, so it had 126 hit points was its average.
You got this, Aidos.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna use bow and arrow.
2.
That's 23.
23 or only 3?
23.
Okay, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, 23
That's
hits,
for
for sure.
Hit. For damage, that's 9. That's good.
Okay.
Nice.
Regan.
Alright. I'll try something different. I'll pull out my wand and point it at him. Tell him to slow the fuck down and cast slow. And it's a wisdom saving throw of 15.
That's the Bane.
With the Bane, yeah.
Well, it was a natural 20 with my shock arm on that dice. But a -3 on that, so it's a 17. And you said it was a Constitution?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so it's a straight 17.
Yeah, that passes. Alright. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Like, shake my wand. And,
Hang on.
You got Ronald Weasley one.
can I move basically as far away from as far away from him as I can?
Yep.
Not in the water. And I'll just chill there.
It is its turn, and the only person that's really in melee range with it is poor Kiba, who's already been attacked by a shark. Now is going to be attacked by this swampy-looking, angry creature.
Everything's for the greater good. It's all right.
So that should help. Maybe. I think it's 2 attacks. So that first one is a 17 minus 1 is 16 to hit.
Yes, 14 is my armor class. It hits.
Okay. Okay, so that is only 6 points of bludgeoning damage, but it does get a second attack on you.
Got it.
As it comes down with one of its arms and slams you. It comes down with a second arm. That is a 16 plus... Oh, no, I have to minus my bleeding, so that's a 13 plus 9 modifier, which is a plus 7. Yeah, that will fucking hit.
Yep.
This is not good. I need... Nope. Just automatically happens. You take... that time... 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
No. Okay.
And you become engulfed by this marsh of a creature. And you are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
Alright.
Excuse me?
Until at
I'm
the
dying.
At the end of your
I'm
next
dying.
at the end of your next turn, you're going to be able to try to escape from it. And you have at least 3 minutes of air, I think we decided, so.
Let's go.
Alright.
Hurry up, guys.
Kiba, it is your turn now, so you can give me a Constitution saving throw. This is a strength saving throw.
Strength or Constitution? Strength perfect.
Constitution is on the mound's term if you fail your strength to get out.
Oh, not 20 plus 5 equals 25.
So you managed to just pull yourself. That is your action, though. So you don't get to take an attack. You still have a bonus action, though, if you need to use it.
No, I think it's the end of her turn, right? The save's at the end of her turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. It can't take any actions, so it's considered, yeah, that's your turn to get out.
We're good. I'm not choking anymore, so that's good.
Then it's Triana's turn. You just see this monster sludge pile thing swallow Kiba, but then Kiba just pop right back out.
Okay, I'm gonna lower my head and then back up again, and does it have as...
It's hard to tell. You can give me a perception check, but it's going to take a little bit of effort.
It's not important. I looked to where I suspect its eyes
There's a couple slits.
And so, staring right at it, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers at first level.
Okay.
And I'm going to say... The harm you visit upon my friends will be returned to you tenfold. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
That's 12.
It does not pass, so it is going to take 10 psychic damage.
Okay. You hurt its feelings.
And it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from me as its speed allows.
It can't go any further back than that, unless it comes towards you, which it can't with the wording of that spell.
It can't, no.
It's backed up against the wall.
Okay. And Yeah, I will actually move 15 back, but also out of the water. And that's my turn.
Okay. That makes it Kars's turn.
Alright, I'm going to run up to this ugly, mossy thingamajigger. And I'm gonna swing my warhammer. That is a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. That is 13 damage.
Okay.
And I'm a swinger again. That is a 15.
Yep, that's the armor class.
Awesome. I'm gonna hit again, and then for a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Divine Smite.
Yes, you are. Paladin,
At, second level? So that is 3d8.
We call it divine love.
Sure, I'm gonna love that bitch to death. Okay.
Sounds like a toxic relationship, Karis. I don't want to be in it.
Alright, that's another 10 for my Warhammer, so that's a 13 plus
Nice.
8 plus 3, so 11.
Fucking paladins are the best.
And
Definitely bloodied.
another 3. So that was 8, 11, 14 plus the 13.
It's hurting. Aitos.
27.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action of using Sunstrike.
Yeah, you are. We've only seen it once.
The creature is within 30 feet, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. You're gonna attack that this turn. The creature takes an extra 1d damage. Okay, so I'll have to add 1d10 fire damage if I hit.
Yeah.
To my shot. And I'm gonna use the bow as my main action. Just a moment. A bit slow.
You get 2 attacks, so you can send 2 arrows.
Oh, perfect. So that's 17 for the first one.
Yep, that one hits, and that one's gonna be your one that has the Sunstrike on it. The other one will just have regular.
Okay. So it's gonna be. So I roll the regular attack first, and then the d10. Okay.
You can choose if you want to do your second attack and then roll damage for it all, or you can choose to do damage for the first arrow and then do it for the second arrow after.
He's talking about adding the extra damage for his.
For Sunstrike.
Oh yeah, that would be for the first arrow.
Okay. So. You lost me.
That's okay. You hit the first one, so go ahead and roll damage for your first arrow, and then add the 1d10 for your Sunstrike.
Okay. Damage was 5.
Okay.
Adding the d10. Here it is. That's another 5, so that's 10.
Okay.
Now the second arrow is gonna be a miss, a total miss, 10.
Okay, no problem. It shoots off and it lands somewhere in the water after ricocheting off of one of the rocks. Do you stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Regan. Hitting your wand.
I'll be like, oh, fuck it. And I'll cast Scorching Ray
Okay.
at level 2. And that's 3, like, I'll be like, ah! And I'll, like, shoot 3 rays of fire out of it.
Okay.
The first ray is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Oh shit. The second's a natural 1.
Okay.
And the third is a 26 to hit.
So the first one hits. The second one. Juliana, what's your armor class?
$13.
Yeah, the second one's gonna hit Driana.
Right.
Then the third one will hit the Shambling Man. So roll damage one at a time.
Yeah, I roll damage for the 2 that hit.
Okay.
It was 8 for the first one.
Okay.
And shit, I think it was 7 for the second.
Okay.
So 15 total. And you want me to roll damage for the one that hits Dre?
Yep.
It's 8. Yep. D6s are rolling well.
What kind of damage is it?
Fire.
Fire.
Fire. That's not so bad then.
Alright, that's my turn. You're like, oh shit!
That doesn't hit Driana. Sorry, Driana's not in that circle. That's Karis that it hit. Did a 16 meet your armor class?
That is my AC.
Alright, so you take the 8 damage.
Alright.
Sorry, I was looking at my characters.
Oh, cool, I can take it.
Fuck. Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry!
Singe my ass hairs.
I just hope my missed arrows are not suffering the same fate.
And don't get those natural ones and God, guys.
Jesus.
And that is Riggins' turn, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The mound.
Okay, also, I forgot last time, the moonbeam doesn't go away.
Yes, correct. So I
I have
think
to
it's
roll each turn.
Is it the top of his turns or yours?
Top of his turn, yep.
Okay, so this is the top of his turn. And what save is it?
Constitution 13.
Whew, I still have Bane. That's a fail.
Oh, sweet, so that's 2d10. Radiant damage.
Are you concentrating on that? Is it a concentration?
Yes?
You have to make a, for this, is this retcon from, like, the
Yes,
previous?
because his turn was before yours. Oh wait, no, this is the beginning of his turn. Give me a straight d20 roll for concentration plus, I think it's your...
It's a constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you need to give me a constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration for when you got singed in your butt.
I got a 16.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, go ahead and roll your 2d10.
2d10. Okay.
Forget about those concentration spells.
No, it's...
That's 11.
Wait.
Better than average.
Been even worse, that natural one, if it had caused you to lose your concentration on the spell.
Alright. So the Shambling Man is going to go 2 slam attacks against Karis. First one is only an 11. Second one is a 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, but you don't get swallowed because I have to hit you successfully twice.
Oh, great. Well, that's the bright side.
Mm-hmm. Then back at the top with Kiba.
Alright, cool. I am going to switch my D&D over to actions and unarmed strike it. 19.
19 hits.
First one is a 8.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my remaining 3 key points and do Fury of Blows.
Okay.
1 second. 18.
Yep, that hits.
And let me roll damage. Damage is a 10.
Okay.
Alright, let me roll my second. 20. But not natural 20, dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Only 6.
That's okay, you only have 2 health points left. Go ahead and give us your kill move.
What does this thing look like?
This looks like...
Oh my god. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna run up the side of it that I'm on. So like one of my first hits was like around its like shoulder area. And so what I'm gonna do is as soon as that hit, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna throw my feet on top of its shoulder. And so now I'm almost standing up on him. And I'm gonna kind of like redo what I did with the shark. But this time, just double it right in between its like shoulder and neck.
Love it.
Yeah, you split some mushrooms and some wood into it, and just... You hear its body made of twigs and clay just start collapsing in itself. And it shrieks and then just starts falling apart into like a puddle of mud and debris.
As I'm standing into this puddle of mud and debris, I like kind of like pull up one of my legs and I shake it out so like I can get some of the slush off of me, and then I'm just kind of like wiping down my hands like, ew.
I'm like still shaking my wand like, this, I don't think this fucking wand of the war mage or whatever, I don't think it likes me. I just like put it back in my sleeve.
But doesn't like you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still figuring it out. It's really the first I've
it's
used
fine.
it. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Does anyone require healing? And also, is anyone bleeding actively?
Kiba's negative 17 points, but I'm still above 20 hit points.
Yeah, I would say I probably am bleeding from some places. I have 23 out of 44.
Whew. I'm at 21 out of 38. We got damaged.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess Kiba is hurt the worst.
Is that the saucy satyr drink?
Well, yeah, without the spicy bit, because I don't really do spicy too well.
I can make a signature drink for our tavern, the saucy satyr.
It looked amazing when he was giving us all the ingredients for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just alcohol and spicy that doesn't mix well for me personally.
We'll do a special, instead of doing like a Harlan's hold down, we'll do a spirits with Quintus of the Saucy Satyr, or Saucy Satyr spirits, and have like a bartend for it.
Ooh, Saucy Satyr spirits. You are so clever, little one. Oh my goodness.
Love it.
Starts part-time job.
Yeah. Murder happened.
Yeah, even though Kiba's hurt worse, just because Kara is bleeding, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him at first level, and that is 4 points.
Thank you.
That was kind of...
I can use
crazy.
Cure Wounds on... Was Kiba healed? No? Yeah, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Kiba.
Yay! Thanks.
Just a second. How badly are you hurt?
I'm down 17 hit points.
Almost half.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cast Cure Wounds, 2nd level. And that's 10 points of healing.
Nice. Yeah, I'm very close to being completely there. So I'm at 31 out of 38 now. Thank you.
So add puts a hand on you and just goes like, I hope your wounds heal pretty nicely.
Pretty nicely.
Sorry, I'm
Pretty
learning
nicely.
all this thing. Just
You're good. That was awesome. I thank you. I thank you with all my heart, companion.
I'm also just gonna heal myself, like 5 points.
Dope.
Can I just kind of like go check out what this thing is? Like, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Still kind of standing in the middle of it.
Give me a nature check.
Happily.
I'm just wondering if it has blood.
No, it's got mud.
Mm.
It's a mud blood.
Oh.
18.
18. You're not sure completely, considering it's just a pile of mud and debris right now, but there is a creature of myth, even back where you're from, kids would refer to it as like a swamp monster. You've never seen one, but now you have.
That's cool.
Probably a good name for it.
Would I have heard a name, or they just called it a swamp monster?
Call it a swamp monster.
Okay.
You want to get fancy, you could call it a shambling mound. But no, it's a swamp monster.
Okay. Can I bounce into Gallagher's vision and just see what he's seeing?
Sure. What's the feed on it?
Oh, you know what? It might be. Sorry. Oh yeah, he's not in. Sorry. I can never find. I'll just kind of ask him telepathically, maybe instead,
Sure.
because
Yeah.
I think the range is a lot longer that way.
Okay.
I can't find-
You get a sense of safety back from your companion.
has he okay, so it's empty. All right. I'll let everyone know that it's clear for now.
Onward, shall we?
Alright, let's go. Same order?
I would. Yes. Okay. I'll take the rear again.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been bad if I'd been in the back.
Definitely. I don't know if it was my placement or that crazy initiative, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers. Love you guys.
As you guys continue down this tunnel, it's not too far, probably a good 100 feet. Then the water seems to kind of curve into another bit of a cave-in, but there is a patch of dry land where the water kind of turns off with a dry tunnel. And it seems to be the only way forward. And as you push through, you begin to smell something familiar. Give me a perception check to identify.
I'm gonna be bad at this.
24.
All of us?
Yes.
Yep.
Nope, just Tree.
15.
6.
Yeah, if you guys roll a 10 or higher, you'd recognize it. Okay, Kiba does not recognize it. Regan doesn't recognize it. How about you, Aidos? Nope. You guys are still smelling swamp monster. Driana and Karis, you guys can smell that sulfur smell, kind of very similar to the depths of Mount Parnassus. And as you continue in this tunnel, you start to see a familiar red glow again. And you see every once in a while through this tunnel, you see puff of steam, very similar to that kind that messed with Aidos's head when he got too close and got a whiff of it. It is wide enough in here that you can avoid the sides where these pockets or these vents of steam just puff up. And as you get closer down this tunnel, like, the glow of the red vents are also then joined by the glow of torches hanging in the walls. And up ahead, you start to see more of a structured walls, more like a basement of a temple. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, so close.
So close. 2 battles, though.
Nice.
Well, for some of us.
Yeah.
For one of us.
Yeah.
For one of
It's
us,
only
actually.
10.
4 hours. On Halloween. Who wants to be sitting watching this for 5 hours?
Me? What?
All right. So thank you for joining us. Happy Halloween. And we look forward to the next session, which will be November 14th. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Later.
I walked around with my hands stretched to my side, and in the front seat I spread my fingers out when I learned to drive. Well, I was waiting for your hand, I was waiting for you. Yeah, I was waiting for your hand, I was waiting for you. When I was alone, I watched them slip as they sliced into my skin. At that hospital, where the blood poured over my arms and the light shined in. Well, I was waiting for your hand, I was waiting for you. Yeah, I was waiting for your hand, I was waiting for you. I was overjoyed at the hope that you'd walk in out of red light. All the days that I did not know if I'd make it through the night. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you. Let me go back and tell me I'll survive, and say someday you will find me. Let me go back and tell me I'll survive, and to someday you will find me. Let me go back and tell me when I was be